truck starting at $23,995. Visit nationstrucks.com today.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind studio. Your accident, your future, your attorney. Contact them at whenyounitus.com or call pound 546 from your cell. You're listening to WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now number 1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. You are now listening to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
That's right, guys. So we're doing a Thursday edition of the Jim Colbert Show. Thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate that greatly. And we do have a big fun program set up for you today. We'll get you caught up on what's happening out there. Deb's Woke News, 4 o'clock. Brendan O'Connor will drop by from Bungalower.com. Find out what's happening in Orlando. Some cool stuff to tune into. Colbert Court with our buddy Glenn Klausman. We'll do that in the 4 o'clock hour as well. Trivia, topics, Rauce thoughts, last call, all of that, plus your calls and your text and your talkbacks. Welcome to the program. I am Jim. To my left, my lovely, very dangerous co-host, Ms. Deb Roberts.
Well, hello there.
And straight ahead, producer Ross Padgett.
It never stops.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. You can find us easily on social, Facebook, Instagram at The Jim Colbert Show. On Twitter, it's just at Jim Colbert Show. And, of course, always online at JimColbertLive.com. How's everybody doing Thursday?
All right.
Thursday. Thursday, what is Thursday a day for you guys? I know Wednesday's like the hump day thing. Do you have a favorite day of the week?
Friday.
I like Thursdays.
Do you like Thursdays?
I like Thursdays. I don't know why. And, I think for years, I don't know if it's still true, it was proven that most people listen to this station on Thursdays. Don't know why.
Oh.
Yeah. We were always told that when you look at the ratings, the most impact that these shows the station has, is on Thursdays for some reason. I don't know how accurate that is anymore because I haven't really talked to anybody about that stuff since Chris left.
I'm a Sunday guy.
Are you a Sunday guy?
I feel like Sundays are the only day that if I was just randomly placed into existence, I could, feel the vibe of the day and be like, oh, today's not a Sunday or today is a Sunday.
I do like Sundays, but for me, like by the time football season's different, of course. Yeah, of course.
Let's go.
When non-football season time is around, Sundays for me are just like I don't know, it's just like a day where you get up, have a good morning, then anything after 3 o'clock, you're just thinking about going back to work.
Yes.
That's the thing for Sundays.
Yeah.
Like, I like Friday afternoons, or like when we get off the show on Fridays, it's cool because then you don't have anything to do,
right?
For a little bit, which is kind of cool. But I do like Thursdays. I don't know why.
Like I said, man, it never stops.
I think Thursday's my hump day. Like, it's the day I go, okay, well, cool. We've had a good week already. Got one more to pump out. We're all done.
Fridays for me are the precursor of switching gears.
Yeah.
I go from this to another thing.
Yeah.
A whole different...
From radio guy to stand-up guy.
Yeah, radio, stand-up, maybe a little theme park shift. Got to pay off a wedding.
Sure.
And then Sundays are for me, my guys.
Yeah. You've been doing the golf thing a lot.
Yeah, that we just chug beers. You know what's wild?
I'm interested to see after you married how the Sunday thing works out.
Oh, no, I'm still going to ball out on my Sundays.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Okay.
Now, if I have a kid, I think everything changes.
But dramatically.
But marriage, I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's about the same.
She's unless she starts taking Sundays off, she works Sundays.
Yeah, I got you.
So then I still...
If she starts taking those off, it's going to be different, though.
Yeah.
Isn't it wild that you're allowed to drive a golf cart just hammered?
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know if that's allowed, per se.
Yeah, but it's kind of like a tongue-in-cheek thing.
It is.
Like the golf course winks at you as you drive out.
Well, just the property in general. Like, hey, while you're here, we can break all the laws. Hey, as long as you're here and you're in this property and driving this vehicle,
club, right?
You can do whatever you want. Yeah, you can drive that thing oh, my God.
Bad.
Oh, I mean, that's a good point.
Yeah, when you think about it.
I have to tell you, what's interesting about golf clubs here in Central Florida is they weave through neighborhoods. So even the golf club I play up in Oviedo, Twin Rivers, it weaves through the neighborhood. So at some point, you're like on a road.
Right.
13 beers in, hole 6.
As soon as you pay that $40, man, there's no rules.
That's right. There are no rules. It's your world.
You want to pet a gator? That's on you.
That's right. 407-916-1041. Let me see what I have here for you guys. I did want to bring up this one thing that was kind of interesting. Do you like a good mystery?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody likes a good mystery, right?
Yeah, but there's not a lot of them.
There aren't, and I would agree with that. That's why I believe when you hear a good one, it kind of is interesting, right? Well, there's one brewing right now, and it's brewing with a gigantic movie star and a movie that they want to make. Have you heard this?
Possibly. Is it the new Knives Out?
No, it's the Matthew McConaughey starring show called Dallas Sting, and it's about a 1984 girls soccer team that went to China to compete in an international tournament, and they went on to defeat several major teams and then win the tournament.
Yeah, take that.
And here's the thing. I believe it was, and it really wasn't what it was supposed to be. Like, it wasn't just volleyball. They were using this to get behind into China to form relationships with people in China, right? So it was kind of one of those weird things.
So not only did we win, they lost?
Well, yeah.
One of those?
Right. So, again, to compete in the national tournament, went on and he's going to be the coach. Bill Kinder is the coach, and that's who McConaughey was going to play. And it says, the reason why this is a mystery is out of nowhere, the production company called Skydance received disturbing allegations surrounding aspects of the true story on which this drama was based, and after an investigation decided to pull the plug on the movie altogether.
Damn.
So whatever happened, and they don't know and they won't say, whatever happened was so bad that to not include it in the movie would be, I guess, detrimental to the story because it was part of it, and they don't want to make the movie with it in there.
Oh, man, that's got to be bad.
It goes deeper into the plot, saying it would have tied in with Ronald Reagan's attempts to reestablish political relations with China, which led China to invite the U.S. women's soccer team to attend a tournament. The problem was, at the time, we didn't have a U.S. national soccer team for women. We only had the men's. So they just started pulling kids from high school teams, and they created like a fake team, and the fake team goes over there and they kick ass and they win. So it's a cool story. But for some reason, I don't know what it is, but the big mystery is there were disturbing allegations, and apparently it happened at that time, and they're so bad after investigating it that they shut the entire picture down.
That's things that make you go,
Crazy, right?
I thought you were talking about, like, mysteries as a genre.
No.
Real life
No,
mysteries.
this is a real life, straight up real life mystery.
Yeah.
It says the producers were disappointed by the development, really felt like the story deserved to be told, but they could not do it and include the information that they had received after the investigation into the event that happened when that was going on in the mid-'80s.
I don't even want to think about what it could be that it's that bad.
It says they use the word misconduct in the headline, but not only in the piece itself, noting that the allegations, wherever they were or whatever they were serious enough to convince the producers to scrap it altogether.
And it was a girls' soccer team, right?
Yeah, I guess what? Maybe some sexual stuff?
Yeah, the first thing I'm thinking
That's
about is
what I'm
like
thinking.
Teenage girls?
It's some Nasser thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's got to be what it is, right? And then maybe
I don't know about got to.
Well, here's
but-
the thing. It's 85. I mean, that's really not that long ago. So the person involved with that could still easily be alive and maybe a powerful producer in Hollywood.
So you're over here talking this. I thought you were talking about like Scooby-Doo.
No, I mean, you got to remember what they did is, in the ruse of taking over a team, they didn't have a team. And China's just like, okay, sure. And they didn't expect that to happen. And then they just went out there and started, scouting high school girls to play on the team and then took them over there. So these were high school girls. So you're at 16, 17, maybe 18 years old.
Uh-oh.
So maybe some of the people involved, like maybe the coaches or some of the other people that went over, had some stuff in there and they just go, well, we'll just scrap the project. We're not going to tell you what happened. Just trust us.
Not all right.
Just trust us. We know it was bad.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
Not all right.
And then there's some other, have you heard the Brett Favre stuff that's going on right now?
What is he doing?
Stop, because that's coming up in woke news.
Oh, man, you're not even going to believe. Look, man.
Does he think his name is David?
Oh,
Listen,
no, it's bad.
You know what's funny is, there are people who are able to culture an image, and they have an entire team behind them to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And Favre was one of these guys that came from a tiny little town in Mississippi. I think it was Kiln, Mississippi. Kind of made it into Southern Miss. It was a long shot.
Right.
Levi wearing.
Right, exactly. Wrangler wearing, cowboy hat on the ranch, good old boy.
I like chewing wheat
Right, yeah,
and
just,
throwing pigskins.
That's right. He gets out there and he's kind of a gambler, kind of a gunslinger of a quarterback. Puts the Packers, a legendary franchise, basically on his back and turns him into an absolute stalwart of NFL football.
There's lots of places in Green Bay that are named after Favre.
That's right. And you
Holmgren.
and you get those, and what it says in the story is, this is why you don't worship people or idolize people that you don't know based on their accomplishments. You find out who they are as a person. You could appreciate their accomplishments, but to kind of deify them because they can throw a football is a completely different machine altogether.
Anybody that I idolize they've been dead for quite some time.
Yeah.
And there's only one person who's alive that I kind of look up to.
Who is that?
Conan.
Oh, okay, I got you there. But you've never met Conan, so
I've never met Conan.
But you say look up to his accomplishments.
No, accomplishments, work ethic. I mean, just straight raw comedic skill.
Yeah, but as a person, you don't know who or what he's about. I mean, you have an idea.
I would like to, but I've never met him.
Right? Yeah,
but
sure.
He's the only person alive that I could say that I look up to.
God, man, I have to tell you, I don't know if I could. And I don't mean to sound this like I don't know if I look up to people like that. I will tell you how I look at it. I appreciate what people have accomplished, and I guess you could call that looking up to them or whatever, but it's not like I'm genuflecting to anybody because of, a stature they may have.
Right.
But I just don't look at life that way, so it doesn't, it's not a slam. I mean, there are probably thousands of people that deserve it. I just, in my world, I don't kind of look at it like that. I mean, I really greatly admire a bunch of people, but, as far as like worshiping somebody, the problem is I don't trust.
Yeah,
so
worship is a very strong word. 'Cause
Yeah.
I also don't think I worship Conan.
Well, yeah, idolize them, but I mean, even then, because I don't trust easily, so I could never give somebody blind trust just because of their accomplishments on, without meeting them and knowing them. So, and it goes with even what we do here with ads. All these customers that we endorse. I mean, I've met these people. I know these people. Like, I know their families. I know who they are. I mean, I endorse them because they're good people first, and they happen to be in that business. So I don't know. Do you have do you
No.
idolize anybody like that? You're kind of look at it the same way I do. You just,
and maybe
they're just people and.
Well, I mean, and I can see Ross's point, especially for the stand-up side, the writing side, the comedy side. I could see his admiration, but, I think there comes maybe a certain point in life when, maybe idolizing someone changes to admiration and then changes to just respect.
Yeah. I think that's maybe what it is. And again, just, and I've had a number of times in my life where I put faith into people, and people that you should have faith in. Right, just from their title, you should have faith in them. That really, just kind of let me down. It was my fault because they're just men, and you should always understand they're just men. None beyond error.
That's true.
And so that's just been a little weird.
Someone burned you.
But man, let me tell you, this Brett Favre story. You're talking about one of the worst looks ever. I mean, you can't. I don't know that you could do anything that is. I mean, not this kind of criminal. But that looks this bad. Deb will have that news for sure. 407-916-1041. Speaking of news, what do we got coming up, kid?
Well, railroads and unions agree to a cooling-off period ahead of a vote.
Yeah.
Chris criticizes DeSantis for sending illegal immigrants to Massachusetts, and PharmaBro is looking for a sick New York apartment.
Is he really?
Yeah, he is. We're going to talk about that more coming up next during Woke News.
Glenn texted me today regarding the DeSantis thing.
Yeah,
sending
I didn't want
to
to talk about it.
And no, but he sent it to me. We're gonna talk about that with him today because
Cool.
there are some interesting aspects of this. Because on the surface of it, you're like, wow, man, what a ballsy political move, right? And I'm sure a lot of people are clapping and laughing and stuff. But there is some serious stuff behind a move like this, and I don't know that anybody considered it before they did it. But you can bet that if any of this stuff that Glenn thinks could happen, it could be a very interesting next couple months for the people who made that decision. 407-916-1041. Back with Deb's News and more of the Jim Colbert Show right after this. From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center, lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
We're still looking at stop-and-go traffic westbound on I-4 between Fairbanks Avenue and Ivanhoe Boulevard. It's steady, too, between the Beach Line and 535, and also between World Drive and Osceola Popeline Road. No reported issues in the eastbound direction on the interstate. Watch for an accident on OBT just south of Gore Street. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by SigSauerAcademy.com. Sig Sauer Academy is now teaching their firearms training and education courses at their new Florida outpost at the Volusia County Gun and Hunt Club in New Smyrna Beach. For more info on a Sig Sauer Academy firearms course, visit SigSauerAcademy.com/Florida.
Tijuana Flats now open in O-Town in Orlando on the corner of Darrell, Carter Parkway, and Palm Parkway. Open 7 days a week. Dine-in, take-out, curbside delivery. You can download the Tijuana Flats Rewards app and earn a free trio just for signing up. Every Tuesday, of course, legendary in Central Florida. It's Tijuana Tuesdays. 2 tacos, chips, and a drink, only $7.99. Every Thursday's Throwback Thursdays, where you get a burrito bowl, chips, and a drink, only $7.99. And, of course, every Monday, 2 for $20. That's where you get a starter, 2 entrees, 2 drinks, only $20. It's Tijuana Flats.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by Tools Ace Hardware.
The iHeartRadio Music Festival,
where the biggest stars from all walks of music come together.
September 23rd and 24th, T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Limited seats are still available at AXS.com or stream it live on the CW app and CWTV.com.
iHeart and Capital One created a free iHeartRadio Music Festival NFT dropping September 19th for 72 hours. Capital One cardholders can get a special NFT unlocking a chance for a trip to next year's festival. Visit iHeartRadio.com/Capital One NFT for rules and details.
You need more than fast internet. You need ultra-fast Xfinity internet that checks all the boxes. Ultra-fast internet that's strong enough to power a house full of devices? Check. Ultra-fast internet that's also reliable? Check. Whew. Ultra-fast internet with unlimited data included so you can do more of what you love online? With smarter network security? All starting at way less than you think? Check, check, check. That's internet that checks all the boxes. That's Xfinity. Get an amazing value on Xfinity Internet with unlimited data included. Switch for $55 a month for 12 months. There's no annual contract required, so it's risk-free. And there are no equipment fees. Plus, activate advanced security free with the X5 Gateway. Go online, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. New fast internet customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After 12 months, regular rates apply to all services and devices.
During this interruption, let's talk about disruption. Emerging new channels, cookieless media. Marketers, are you missing out on one of the most engaged audiences in today's new open web? With Viant's programmatic software Adelphic, stay in tune with digital audio, stream the future on CTV, and level up with in-game, so you can see an average 3 times return on ad spend, maybe even on this very program next time. Viant, built for the new open web. Built for now. Visit ViantNow.com to learn more.
Coming to Camping World Stadium October 29th. Brought to you by BKT Tires, Circle K, and your local Ford dealers. For tickets and event details, visit MonsterJam.com.
Cases of the new COVID BA.5 variant are surging in Central Florida, and seniors remain vulnerable. But you can take steps now to protect yourself. Senior Resource Alliance, a nonprofit in partnership with the Florida Department of Elder Affairs, will help you get fully vaccinated and boosted, which can reduce your risk of hospitalization and severe symptoms. Call Senior Resource Alliance at 407-986-4526 or visit seniorresourcealliance.org today.
Culver's could have only started in Wisconsin.
Hi, welcome to Culver's.
Just ask our team member, Sarah.
When you order a Culver's Butterburger, you're never just a customer. You're a guest in our home. See, where we come from, people do right by each other. It's why we cook each Butterburger to order just for you, right down to getting the perfect sear on the beef. That extra care may be a small town thing, but it's big time important to us.
Come on in and let us serve you with a smile that stretches from our hometown to yours. Welcome to Delicious. Another reason Culver's could have only started in Wisconsin, from our team member Nick.
Oh, yeah, that's an easy one. Wisconsin is the dairy state, so naturally, Culver's was inspired by everyone's favorite rich and creamy tradition, frozen custard. We make our fresh frozen custard in small batches in every Culver's, and the farm fresh dairy is why it's so decadent. It's a match, or batch, made in heaven.
Come have a taste of Wisconsin. Welcome to Delicious.
Dell Technologies' semi-annual sale has arrived, and it's time to upgrade to the latest business technology. Save big on laptops and desktops with Windows 11 Pro. Plus, get amazing deals on server, storage, and cloud solutions, as well as top work accessories, including docks, monitors, and more. Dell Technologies recommends Windows 11 Pro for business. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL for special business offers during our semi-annual sale.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. Divorce can be complicated, especially if children are involved. If you're a father and want to protect your role in your children's lives, remember Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men with matters like these for 30 years, and we'd love to help you.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Orlando area attorneys, a partner men can count on. Office in Orlando. Online at CordellCordell.com. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
This is Greg Trzynski from the Original Mattress Factory. Sometimes customers are a little surprised when they first walk through our doors. They don't always expect our prices to be so fair for such a high-quality product. My father found that producing our mattresses in our own local factories would eliminate the middleman, providing a higher quality product at a lower price than mainstream brands. It's the secret to our success that we are happy to share with anyone that comes through our doors. Visit an OMF location today to see the Original Mattress Factory secret for yourself.
Pro painters, let's help you get to your next job sooner and save some money along the way. Get same-day and next-day delivery on top-rated Behr paints, stains, and primers delivered straight to your job site, only from the Home Depot. And with the help of our Behr Pro Paint specialists, you can rest easy knowing you're getting the best paint delivered to you on time at an everyday low price. Plus, pros earn discounts with the Pro Extra Paint Rewards program. Schedule your Behr paint delivery today. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
The Stuff They Don't Want You to Know podcast delves into popular culture's most persistent mysteries. Now, there's something else that the guys at Stuff They Don't Want You to Know want you to know. They've got a new book coming out. Packed with illustrations, the Stuff They Don't Want You to Know book is written in the same smart, conversational style you love hearing on the podcast. Available October 11th. Pre-order now at StuffYouShouldReadBooks.com. or wherever you buy your books.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Text us always at 77031. Thanks for listening today. We appreciate that very much. Jack out today, but he'll be back with us tomorrow for sure. I am Jim. Ross is right over there. Let's get a check of the news. Here's Deb.
And now, it's time for Woke News. It seems like kind of a misuse of the whole world. On the Jim Colbert Show.
Sorry about that. Radio 101, got to turn your mic on.
Yeah, it's going to be a big help.
Woke News brought to you by Home Loans Radio and that mortgage guy, Don. Although I don't have an inside voice, you could probably still hear me. Railroads and labor unions are in agreement for at least a cooling off period after reaching a tentative deal overnight to avert a strike. The move is designed to prevent the first nationwide railway shutdown in at least 3 decades. Should the unions fail to ratify the deal, as the agreement announced this morning now heads to union members for a vote. Word of the deal came after 20 consecutive hours of intense negotiations between railroad unions, workers, the U.S. Labor Department, and even the president himself, who said he stressed to both sides this would be absolutely catastrophic to the U.S. economy if you guys decide to do this. He reportedly called negotiators around 9 p.m. Wednesday, something that some believe may have helped move the needle on talks.
Wow.
So let's hope the cooling off period helps and they find a solution where both sides aren't happy.
Right, yeah.
You know?
That's exactly what it is, too.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is facing criticism from his political opponent here at home for sending illegal immigrants to Massachusetts. Democratic nominee for governor Charlie Crist called the move, quote, disgusting and vile, end quote. He also accused the Republican DeSantis of trying to score political points in a, quote, thinly veiled, end quote, attempt to run for president. DeSantis says states like Massachusetts can take better care of migrants who they have invited as sanctuary states. About 50 immigrants were flown from Florida to Martha's Vineyard. I see on the texting service. For those who don't know, it's the swanky vacation island off the coast of Massachusetts, with DeSantis telling Fox News it was part of his relocation program for illegal immigrants. Joins 2 busloads of immigrants also bused from Texas overnight to near the home of Vice President Kamala Harris.
Yep.
That's a lot of power right there.
We'll talk about that a little bit later. Right? It is... yes, it's a very interesting situation.
Yeah.
That could get gross.
I doubt it.
Well, we'll see.
But we'll see. Yeah. All right. Locally, a judge is shutting down an attempt to block Orange County's rent control referendum. Yeah, we talked about this yesterday, about the lawsuit that was filed by Florida landlords in hopes to prevent the ordinance from making it onto the November ballot. But Judge Jeff Ashton, recognize that name?
Yep. That's the prosecutor for the Casey Anthony case, I believe.
Yeah, exactly. Judge Jeff Ashton said today it is the public's right to express their opinion on the issue. So if voters agree to the ordinance, it would last 1 year and ban some landlords from raising rents by a rate higher than the increase in the consumer price index.
Right.
You know, a lot of landlords are saying, listen, they need to raise prices. Their material is hard to get. Insurance is going up if you're even able to get it. And yet at the same time, some of those increases are just not keeping pace with other increases. Renters have complained about monthly bills jumping up to 30% throughout the year.
Yeah, and a lot of these, the other issue a lot of people don't think about is something I ran into myself when I was doing this project at my house, is that my breaker boxes are old. And now when you go to get an insurance company, if your roof is a certain age, they won't insure you. So on top of paying exorbitantly more money for your homeowner's insurance now, there's a possibility that you have to get a new roof to even do that, to even secure those higher price insurance policies.
And
so
that's a big if.
It's a downward spiral for this. So
it is.
It's yeah, go ahead.
And no, it's just terrible that that so many homeowners are kind of being left holding the bag. And in the midst of hurricane season, nobody knows, what's going to happen, what's going on. All right, smoking, if you're going to be going to South Florida anytime soon, will soon be illegal in parts of Miami Beach.
Mm-hmm.
Commissioners gave final approval yesterday to a law banning cigarettes and other tobacco products at public parks and beaches, with an exception for unfiltered cigars.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And they say because those are biodegradable.
Right, yeah.
Those
like Swishers?
No, just the cigars we smoke.
Right,
exactly.
In other words, they don't have a filter like White Owls or Swishers or anything like that.
Exactly.
They have that little filter. Our cigars don't. That little filter doesn't break down.
So those who violate the ordinance could face up to a $100 fine. That would be for a first-time offense or potential arrest, depending on the situation. If they keep catching you smoking, that $100 fine goes up to $500 fines. The law will take effect in January, and local governments across Florida are starting to prohibit smoking in public spaces after a law passed this year gave them just that power. Yeah. I'm all for that. I've always hated the fact, that people treat the beach like it's an ashtray.
Absolutely.
I know for a fact here that Swishers don't have a filter.
Okay.
I think you're talking Black and Mild.
Yeah, probably something like that. But I mean, there are White Owls have them. I mean, there are a number of brands that have them.
Backwoods doesn't.
Yeah, Backwoods is just a straight up leaf.
Yeah,
I don't
want
to. I don't want to know.
Yeah, we know what that is.
Chill.
Everybody knows what that is.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's always the one that you can't find. When you stop at that gas station. The Backwoods is always the first one sold out.
Down for that grape.
Hey. The six-name storm of the Atlantic hurricane season is triggering tropical storm warnings for parts of the Caribbean islands as of the latest National Hurricane Center advisory. Tropical storm Fiona has top winds of 50 miles an hour and is moving to the west at about 13, 14 miles an hour. The forecast track has Fiona slowing down as it sweeps across the Leeward Islands by late Friday night and the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico by late Saturday, then going into the Dominican Republic and then Haiti. The storm is set to bring heavy rain and possible flash flooding and mudslides to the islands, but so far, the forecast track has it turning away and not affecting Florida.
Wow.
So even though it's going to be that close in those islands...
Thank God it's not sparing Haiti.
Yeah.
I mean, that island is a mudslide.
I know.
Is there anything left? I mean, all we've been hearing for the last 5 hurricane seasons that is just sliding away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Infrastructure not built for it. People not built for it.
Couldn't recover from the earthquake, and then they got slammed by Maria, and then it's just been one slap after another. Well, we know with storms, a lot of times comes a lot of allergies, right? Because those things carry a lot of crap. Turns out some Florida cities are considered among the worst for asthma sufferers. The Asthma and Allergy Foundation of America released its 2022 Asthma Capitals report yesterday. The lists the 100 worst cities for asthma sufferers, and Lakeland ranks 4th.
I can imagine.
Detroit is the worst.
Wow. Oh, yeah, because of all the,
Followed by Cleveland.
Yeah.
And Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, all super industry, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, tons of industry there, yeah.
I'm surprised Green Bay didn't make it on that list because, I mean, there's a
LA.
paper mill on one side. Oh, yeah. Orlando came in 15th.
Denver, surprisingly, by the way, when you get above Denver, it's kind of gross.
Really?
Yeah, because it hangs in the valley there.
Miami is 22nd.
Yeah.
Jacksonville is 31st. And Tampa is 33rd.
I wonder if ours, because Lakeland has no commerce, really. I mean, I don't think there's factories out there. I wonder if it's because of the fawn, like all the flowers and stuff, like all of our
probably
our
the
foliage.
agriculture.
Right? Yeah.
That's a good question. All right. We do these stories a lot, but man, when I hear some of the job titles, I just can't help but bring these stories to you again. 13 men are behind bars in connection to the latest child sex sting conducted by the Polk County Sheriff's Office. We're going to start here in Polk County before we go up north. Sheriff Grady Judd says Operation Cyber Guardian 2 led to the arrest.
Sequel.
led to the arrest of Disney, Publix, and Amazon employees, along with a man who installs firewalls and internet safety programs in elementary, middle, and high schools to protect children from predators online. Undercover agents worked with several agents to pose as kids online throughout the week-long investigation. But not only that, in addition to the agency's team, Chris Hansen from To Catch a Predator, you know, the blonde guy? He worked alongside investigators.
Oh, wow.
Now, the FDLE says there were 29 million tips involving child exploitation reported last year alone.
God almighty, man.
And like I said,
so unbelievable. That's an industry.
This is unbelievable. Just wait. A U.S. Army captain is one of those caught in an online child sex sting in Nassau County. This is up in the Florida Panhandle. Sheriff Bill Leeper announced the results of Operation Keystroke yesterday. 11 people were arrested over 4 days for allegedly using the internet to, again, solicit underage children for sex. The suspects thought they were going to meet people as young as 13, but instead met undercover deputies. Besides the Army captain, the suspects in this sting also included a former law enforcement officer and a former Canines for Warriors employee.
Wow, man.
All right,
that urge must be so. I mean, you think about that. I mean, it is a known fact that there are people out there policing, and doing this, baiting people to get involved with one of these stings. I mean, and they can't fight it. I mean, even with the treachery of getting busted and knowing what your prison life is going to be like when you do get busted, they still can't fight it.
It's so funny you bring that up, Jimmy, because one of the guys arrested in the Polk County sting is a 42-year-old Disney employee. Married, 2 kids. According to the reports that I had read and his arrest report, he has been doing this kind of chatting with underage kids online for years.
Wow.
But he always stopped his communication before he traveled to meet them.
Right, yeah.
This time they were able to get in a warrant and assure his arrest. And while arresting him, he admitted that communicating with underage kids is his addiction.
Wow.
And he's married with 2 kids.
Yeah.
Working at Disney. More first responders are coming to the city of Apopka. Council members approved their budget last night. That includes more than $1 million for 18 additional firefighters and a safety training officer. And this comes because Mike Duran has been pushing for a safety official since July, saying his son, who was a firefighter for the department, died because of a lack of training and supervision. The funding will go to the fire department next month. All right, there's a case of monkeypox in the Orange County School District. Officials revealed yesterday that someone at Orlando's Wedgefield School was diagnosed recently. They haven't said if the person is a student or a staffer. The patient has been away from campus for over a week, though.
That's going to point him out.
And they were told to stay home until cleared to return.
What's wrong with Phil? Where's he been?
This is the first case of monkeypox in the district. Yeah. All right, a Miami man says he and his family were shot at in the drive-thru of a Houston area Jack in the Box by an employee.
Man, really?
Anthony Ramos says an employee pulled out a gun and shot at him back in 2021 during an argument that started when he didn't receive his curly fries.
Oh, my God.
He got jacked at Jack in the Box.
Jacked in the Box.
He got, yeah.
It's a new one. It's a new franchise. We're going to get it. You come to our store, we give you 2 tacos, and then rob your ass at gunpoint. Jacked in the Box.
I couldn't resist this story now that we know that they're coming here.
Yeah. Sister company of bitch filet.
I've got a story about that place next. Now, the suspect was arrested, pled guilty to deadly conduct. Ramos has since filed suit claiming he wants to see Jack in the Box use better hiring practices. He's also seeking compensatory damages of between $250,000 to $1 million.
I bet he is.
Meanwhile, a Chick-fil-A employee in North Florida is being praised for his bravery. The sheriff's office announced yesterday that a young employee in Fort Walton Beach rushed to help a screaming woman holding her baby after a man grabbed her car keys and tried to steal her car.
Damn.
The employee wrestled with the man and was able to subdue him until help arrived. Deputies arrested 43-year-old William Branch of Defuniak Springs for battery and carjacking with a weapon. On Facebook, the sheriff's office gave a major shout-out to the young man for his courage. If you want to see that video, Ross posted it for us.
It's brutal.
At JimColbertLive.com.
Man, he gets in there.
He does, man.
The Chick-fil-A don't F around, dude.
Well, just when you think that they can't go
any harder,
any more beyond.
Here's the best thing. That dude did that, never fell behind in the drive-thru.
Yeah, I would be pretty pissed if all I got was a shout-out. A shout-out.
Maybe a free cookie.
That's, I mean, look, that's a requirement to work at Chick-fil-A. Can you tackle carjackers?
Exactly. All right, the Palm Beach County School District has posted a video online, this one for teachers and other school employees, on how to properly use the panic button that was issued at the start of the school year. Man, this has just got to not be fun for law enforcement. While this follows a false alarm incident at Wellington High School earlier this week, the district says the video was in the works before a teacher accidentally pressed the button on her badge. How many times do you think she accidentally pressed the panic button on her badge?
Oh, man. I don't know, 8?
Right on the money.
Oh, really?
Right
Okay.
on the money, Jimmy. He gets a dong.
I didn't even see the story today. There you go.
Yeah.
Killing
so that panic button triggers an alert about a mass casualty event.
Oh, God.
So 8 times she was
So they
alerting of a mass casualty event.
They sent the National Guard to her.
Exactly.
My God almighty.
The police chief says she can't say how the button was pushed, but in the video, she warns against placing the badge in a pocket or your purse.
Oh, that's dumb.
It's supposed to be worn on a cord around the employee's neck. That's the whole point of having a panic alarm, right?
Where should I put this fire alarm that sets off the sprinklers in the entire building?
I mean,
I'll just put it right here by my gear shift.
Right, exactly. I'll put it in the bottom of the,
Right.
the abyss that is called my purse. All right, something that we had teased before Woke News, and that was at the time when he was playing, man, he was my favorite quarterback. He put the Green Bay Packers back on the map. Everyone underestimated Brett Favre. I mean, like I said, there are places in Green Bay that are named after him, but it turns out the man who wrote a biography on Brett Favre says the former NFL star isn't a good guy, and he's telling people not to read his book.
Oh, wow, really?
Jeff Pearlman took to Twitter to say that Favre is a, quote, bad guy, end quote, and doesn't deserve the love he gets from football fans. And for those football fans who haven't heard, Pearlman's comments come after new text messages show Favre knew he was being paid in misspent welfare money from one of the poorest states in the country, Mississippi, for speeches he never gave back in 2017. Favre was never charged in the case, but was ordered to repay millions. Pearlman asked people not to buy his book on Favre in that case, and someone texted us earlier at 77031 and said this caused investigators and stuff to be fired in Mississippi because it doesn't just involve Brett Favre, it also involves a former governor.
It sure does, because the governor approved $1 million out of that same fund to build, I think, not Southern Miss, but wherever he went to school, to build them a volleyball gym or a volleyball facility because his daughter played volleyball for that university. I think it is
not Mississippi State.
It's Southern Miss or something like that, but it's not that. It's something else like that. I can't remember what it is. It's small.
Yeah. Just a real POS of a human being.
And then he lied, by the way. He lied and said that he didn't know anything about the deal, knew any of that, and now they've got him dead to nuts lying on text, and they got that from the governor, the former governor's phone.
How stupid stupid.
This guy
Southern Miss.
Yeah, Southern Miss. There you go. What's Southern Miss?
Yeah, how stupid to have text messages like that.
Genuinely unbelievable. And this guy and then of course with that whole issue where he sent a D-pic to I think the chick names was Spurger, who was a reporter for either ESPN or one of the networks, and
really
he sent her a D-pic.
And I
he's
heard
just
it wasn't
one of these guys, man.
And I heard it wasn't the thing that he probably should have done because she wept a little inside for him.
Okay, good.
At least that's what I heard.
Oh, it was shorter than his career.
Oh, his career was good.
Yeah,
His career was good.
And his what I'm trying to say is that career was way too long.
Longer than.
Well, yeah.
All right. Speaking of POS human beings, the former hedge fund manager known as Pharma Bro is looking for a special New York apartment.
What's his name? It's like Martin.
Martin Shkreli.
Shkreli, that's it.
Well, he was released today from a Brooklyn halfway house. Martin Shkreli, he's not allowed to live in Manhattan. So he's looking for a crib in Brooklyn.
They threw his ass out of a city like the old
Oh,
days.
yeah. So he's
they walked him to the city line.
Perp walked him.
Get out of here.
Threw him out the saloon doors.
I love it.
He's looking for a crib in Brooklyn, Queens, or Long Island. Pharma Bro is reaching out to you. He's reaching out on social media to say if you know of a dope building with sick views and wild parties, like, let me know, bro.
Are they being like 45 or something now?
Well, I don't know, but do you remember that Shkreli was once called the most hated man in America after raising the price of Daraprim, a drug used by HIV patients, and that's not all, by 5,000% when his pharmaceutical company Turing acquired the medication. He went to prison in 2017 for securities fraud and is permanently banned from the pharmaceutical industry and public companies. But I'm sure he still has that. What was that album he had that he was auctioning off?
It was a Wu-Tang
It was
album.
a Wu-Tang,
the only one of them.
Yeah,
he bought the only one.
Oh, yeah, he's such a douche.
I just watched a small documentary about the fall and rise of Pharma Bro. It was very interesting.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was just kind of like a reflection of what happens when you just troll at an elite level.
Right, yeah.
And make a ton of money at a point in his life. And that's kind of, he's also a sociopath in a lot of ways.
Oh, yeah.
He got in a lot of beef with, I forgot which member of the Wu-Tang, but they were trading threat videos and stuff.
Damn, I wouldn't do that with the Wu-Tang.
Okay.
Well, the Wu-Tang's video response was actually kind of funny. He brought like 3 middle-aged moms. And then the moms were like, we need to talk to your mom.
That's great.
Your mom didn't love you.
I'll give them props for that. Either way, you all are officially woke, and Woke News is brought to you by Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don. Yeah, he knows mortgage rates have gone up, but he's going to remind you that so has your home values, and that means you've got a lot of hard-earned equity right now that he can help you tap into to maybe pay off some student loans, maybe pay some back taxes, or even better, take a trip around the world. And it's so easy to do. Yeah. Go to homeloansradio.com. You can ask Don any mortgage question. He loves to do that. You can even get a written quote. So easy by hitting apply now. Again, that's homeloansradio.com or thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Thanks, Deb. 407-916-1041. Back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
Something on your mind? Text us at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Hello there, Central Florida. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brittany Lockley, and just like clockwork, we're going to see another round of rain from 2:30 to around 5:30. That's when the storms will be strongest. We'll see lots of lightning and heavy rainfall. Even localized flooding is possible in these areas, so make sure that you stay weather aware. Now, low temperatures for tonight drop down into the mid-70s. Tomorrow, the highs are in the upper 80s, and we have another round of rain for the Fox 35 Storm Team. I'm meteorologist Brittany Lockley.
This report is sponsored by SigSauerAcademy.com. Sig Sauer Academy is now teaching their firearms training and education courses at their new Florida outpost at the Volusia County Gun and Hunt Club in New Smyrna Beach. For more info on a Sig Sauer Academy firearms course, visit SigSauerAcademy.com/Florida.
Yeah, I don't think it's a big secret that if you live here in Florida, you need to have an AC company that you can lean on and that you trust every minute of every day. And that almost doesn't even matter what time of the year it is. Mills Air for me, for Rauce, that's who it is. In Central Florida, like I said, it's a must. 30 years of experience with these guys will let you know they can certainly take good care of you. Their techs are awesome people, and they know these AC systems inside and out. Chances are have the parts on the van to fix it while they're there. And if you need a new unit, even better, Carrier Factory Authorized Dealers. That means they can get you up to $1,275 in rebates towards that brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier and certainly turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Call them today. It's 407-277-1159. Online, millsair.com.
It's an unprecedented diamond buying opportunity at International Diamond Center. 3 days only this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. IDC is rolling out the largest selection of hand-picked diamonds ever seen here. And you can buy like a dealer buys. Choose from thousands of GIA and Forever Mark diamonds. These are the best of the best, certified by the world's top gem labs. Rare, precious diamonds at prices never seen before. Rounds, princess cuts, emerald cuts, cushion cuts, ovals, from 1 carat to 20 carat diamonds, all on sale. Don't be surprised to see jewelry store owners and diamond brokers shopping at this event. It's IDC's largest and most aggressive public diamond buying event ever. And if that wasn't enough, we're offering 0 interest financing. Plus, for these 3 days, you get extra savings and incentives on all engagement ring mountings, including Tacori. Don't miss this amazing opportunity. An open to the public multi-million-dollar diamond buying event. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only. And only at International Diamond Center. 4 Orlando showrooms. On approved credit, restrictions may apply.
Man, if you're thinking about a new fence, a beautiful new fence from our friends over at Mossy Oak Fence is the way to go. A great way, by the way, to add appeal and value to your home. Also a great way to provide more safety and security for your family, your kids, and your pets. And if you have a new dog, maybe a new puppy, you got to visit mossyoakfences.com and ask about their puppy picket. Because at Mossy Oak Fence, your family safety and security is their #1 priority. Put the fence freaks to work for you and visit mossyoakfences.com. And as always, let the Mossy family protect your family today.
I'm Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt, and we got Liz $1 million.
About a year ago, I was in a really bad accident. Nobody would help us. But when we called Mr. DeWitt and his team, they were there to help through the whole thing. I'm extremely happy with the results. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.
Prospective client may not obtain same or similar results.
Hey Orlando, Guy Fieri here, aka the mayor of Flavortown, and guess what? I've been cooking up something special right here in Winter Park. It's my newest restaurant, Chicken Guy, and it is the real deal. Walk on to Chicken Guy at 1792 in Fairbanks in Winter Park. Visit chickenguy.com to learn more.
There are some financial institutions who care more about helping you reach your goals, so they offer solutions and tools to make something that seems impossible become a reality. Fairwinds. Visit fairwinds.org. Can health insurance help make sure no family goes hungry? It can. At Florida Blue, we help make nutritious food available to all communities. What else can health insurance do? Find out at floridablue.com. Florida Blue, your local Blue Cross Blue Shield. Florida Blue is the trade name of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida, Inc.
America's leading internet provider just got even faster. Switch to Spectrum Internet, and you now get starting speeds of up to 300 megabits per second. Faster speeds for streaming, faster speeds for gaming, faster speeds for working or learning, all with 99.9% network reliability. So no matter what you do online, you can do it better, safer, and now even faster with Spectrum Internet. Visit spectrum.com for details. Based on internet subscribers among top ISPs, speeds may vary. Restrictions apply.
Identity theft shows no signs of slowing down. In fact, more than $14 billion were stolen last year. That's a criminal success story and a wake-up call for everyone else. It can be dangerously easy to steal your identity. LifeLock by Norton makes it easy to help protect yourself. If you become a victim, LifeLock will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% their first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. Divorce can be complicated, especially if children are involved. If you're a father and want to protect your role in your children's lives, remember Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men with matters like these for 30 years, and we'd love to help you.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Orlando area attorneys, a partner men can count on. Office in Orlando. Online at CordellCordell.com. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
As a roofer, every second counts. Late deliveries and incomplete orders cost me time and money. That's why I partner with Beacon. Beacon's unique network of branches work together to get me what I need when I need it. Every branch working together. With Beacon, I know my supplies will be delivered on time and complete. Homeowners rely on me, so I rely on Beacon, because I never stop building, and neither do they. Go to BECN.com to get started building with Beacon. Beacon, always building.
This hour of Real Radio 104.1 brought to you by FloridaJobsNow.com.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch.
Yeah.
We like it when you watch. At The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. You can always text us, 77031. Coming up in a second, Brendan O'Connor, top of the hour. We'll find out what's happening out there. He runs Bungalower.com, and he keeps his finger on the pulse of stuff happening in the city.
Yeah, the restaurant scene.
Yeah, and the cool stuff to go to, man. I mean, I've told you before, like, out of nowhere, you'll get a text like, hey, I did that thing that Brendan talked about the other day, and I would have never in a million years thought that I would do something like that, and had a blast. And that's what we tell them to do. You know, get out there on the edge sometimes and get us some cool stuff. We like that. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Jack. Oh, excuse me. Deb and Ross are here as well. Jack back tomorrow with us.
Hey, Daddy-O.
Hey, Daddy-O.
Yeah.
Jack just burning that vacation time. Send me an email while we're doing the show, by the way.
Did he really?
Oh, yeah. He's not doing anything.
It texted me
He's
about
listening right now. He's listening right now, smiling.
I haven't gotten anything from him.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
He texted me about the video stream.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Do this. Make it look better.
Oh, yeah. He's texting Glenn. He's texting everybody. He can't stop working.
Maybe I'll get it. No, probably not.
407-916-1041. Text us, of course, always 77031. We're doing talkbacks today or not?
It's okay, Jack.
I don't know.
Okay,
how.
don't worry about it. That's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm so used to with like other jobs, like
Yeah.
a crash course training.
Today is Prince Harry's birthday.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize that. How
yeah.
old is he?
I don't know. I didn't look. I just saw it was his birthday. As I was writing trivia today, I said, well, I saw his birthday. That guy's gone through a lot of changes. Because let me tell you something, the world, they went hard. I mean, I guess, like, here as an American, you don't understand what what a big deal it is to basically, what is it called? Not rescind, but there's a word for it. Abdicate. There you go. Your position in the royal family. Like, it is a gigantically big deal, right? Like, it's caused major rifts.
Well,
like he and his brother rarely speak anymore.
It's how Elizabeth II came to the throne.
Right.
She came to the throne because her father ended up becoming king because her uncle, Edward, abdicated the throne to marry the American divorcee Wallis Simpson.
Exactly.
So that's how Queen Elizabeth II ended up becoming queen, was because her uncle ended up leaving. That was the last time someone abdicated. And I recently saw a video of Harry and Meghan on social media talking about how, the press he
couldn't do it anymore. I mean, they were brutal.
She couldn't do it.
Yeah, they were brutal to her.
He talked
and
about,
of course, England notorious for having some of the worst tabloids ever. I mean, the Daily Mirror, is that what it is? It's just awful.
Even the walkabout that they did with Kate and William, and I do give credit to Kate and William for doing that public walkabout, that public kind of reunification kind of thing, but some in the crowd wouldn't extend their hand to Meghan, looked at her like she was something dirty.
Oh, yeah, man.
And on the social media, the video with Harry, he was like, we picked mental health over being part of the firm because they had gone to a really swanky event. They're showing pictures of the swanky event. And he said, right before we got ready for this, my wife told me in the quiet of the night how she's planning to take her life.
Oh, wow.
And she was 6 months pregnant at the time.
Wow, really?
That's how bad it got. She was 6 months pregnant and planning to kill herself.
So interesting, after the Queen passes, of course, she was, they're grossly rich.
He's 38, by the way.
Yeah. Massive property owners.
Yeah.
And I guess that William was bequeathed a really expensive piece of property. And I don't know. So does Harry get kind of written out of the will like that? Do you think that he will get anything from his grandmother's passing? Like in her estate? Well, because, they wouldn't even let him wear the uniform. Like, dude did the time in the military. He was badass.
Well, no. I think part of the reason why he didn't wear the uniform was in deference to the king and to the fact that, now are you talking about Harry not wearing the uniform?
Yeah, that's what I mean, Harry.
Yeah, because I believe that was done to not pull attention away from the king and the fact, because that was kind of like, because both he and Andrew had served in the military.
Right.
And both of them wore suits because it was at that time, it was just all about formal tradition of not upstaging the king because, they've got badass medals.
Yeah.
He should at least get one of them thick dogs.
Andrew is the one.
Old Rolls or something?
Yeah, a corgi. Give him one of the corgis.
No, the corgis are going to be, corgis are going to be living with the Prince and Princess of Wales.
Right,
so William and Kate will be taking care of the corgis.
Mm-hmm.
And
I heard they were yelling at
Andrew.
They were yelling at Andrew as he's walking. This one guy, and it's the best meme I've seen regarding all of this stuff since the Queen passed. is that this guy's in a crowd and they're like, dude disappeared like that chick in the beginning of Jaws. So you see this picture, and it's the procession going down the street, and everybody's walking behind the funeral,
the hearse,
right? Yeah, walking behind the hearse there, and you see this dude going, "You're a creepy old man. You're a creepy old man." And in the meme, they're playing the Jaws theme. Dun dun. And then all of a sudden, you see this guy just literally disappear from the crowd as if somebody roped him while riding a horse, and then the slack came out of the rope and then just snatched him out of life. Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good.
I'm going to have to take a look at that.
All right, 407-916-1041. Brendan O'Connor from Bungalower.com up next. Let's find out what's happening in the city.
Real radio is the news junkie.
A man was detained by sheriff's officials and cited after he jumped into an elephant exhibit at the Milwaukee County Zoo, they said.
Do you think the elephants looked at each other and they're like, so are we going to talk about the person in the room?
The news junkie. Weekdays at 11 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Klausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, contact Klausman Law at klausmanlaw.com.
The stop-and-go ride continues westbound on I-4 between Fairbanks Avenue and Ivanhoe Boulevard, and also between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. It's steady, too, between the Beach Line and State Road 535. Eastbound, a slow ride out of Polk County. We're seeing delays from U.S. Highway 27 up to 429, the 408 up to speed. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by SigSauerAcademy.com. Sig Sauer Academy is now teaching their firearms training and education courses at their new Florida outpost at the Volusia County Gun and Hunt Club in New Smyrna Beach. For more info on a Sig Sauer Academy firearms course, visit SigSauerAcademy.com/Florida.
Hey guys, Jim here for my friends over at Solar Bear. If you're sick of paying high electric bills, then you need to call Solar Bear, the #1 solar installer in the state of Florida, and these guys can help eliminate your power bill. Solar Bear, the highest rated and reviewed solar company in the state. Not to mention they're locally owned and operated, which means no subcontractors. All you have to do is visit solarbear.com today, get that free estimate, and check it out. Right now, 0 down, 0% interest, and no payments for 12 months with credit approval. Say goodbye to your electric bill and say hi to Solar Bear. SolarBear.com.
Imagine for a moment that this ad was bought autonomously. Welcome to the new open web, where Viant is combining AI and human insight to create autonomous media buying that accelerates your return on ad spend. And using Viant's DSP Adelphic, you can now measure your media offline and online to see the full impact of your media spend, so you can spend more time on podcasts. Viant, built for the new open web. Built for now. Visit ViantNow.com to learn more.
Hey, Central Florida, it's time to up your standard of driving. RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. Are you sick of driving a car you hate? Raise the bar in a nice new car and lower your monthly payment at the same time. Used cars from just $69 per month. New cars from just $129 per month. Raise the bar and I'll get more for your old car. We'll pay up to $5,000 over appraised value for your clunker. Is your credit score lower than you like? We will help you get approved. That's what makes us your car dealer next door. Give it a try. I'm raising the bar and making my best offer ever, like brand new Mirage's 43 miles per gallon lifetime warranty, and introducing the all-new 2022 Outlander in stock and ready for delivery. Plus, check out our certified used cars. Monthly payments from just $69 per month. Trade-ins will pay over appraised value. So get here quick. I'm RC Hill, your car dealer next door. Central Florida's first choice for new Mitsubishis. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Mirage 9900 72 months. 2.9 APR, $9 down, $249 payment plus tax tag fees. Max trade incentive based on purchase.
If you're a pro that paints, the Home Depot is here to save you money. Paint stores try to convince you you're getting a good deal by offering deep discounts on paint, but what they don't tell you is the starting price is too high to begin with. The real question is, how much are you paying per gallon? Nobody beats the Home Depot's price per gallon on Behr paint, guaranteed. We offer everyday low prices on every gallon of top-rated Behr paint, stains, and primers. Plus, our pros earn discounts through our Pro Extra Paint Rewards program. That's the value of the Home Depot. How doers get more done. U.S. only. See store for details.
It's an unprecedented diamond buying opportunity at International Diamond Center. 3 days only this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. IDC is rolling out the largest selection of hand-picked diamonds ever seen here. And you can buy like a dealer buys. Choose from thousands of GIA and Forever Mark diamonds. These are the best of the best, certified by the world's top gem labs. Rare, precious diamonds at prices never seen before. Rounds, princess cuts, emerald cuts, cushion cuts, ovals, from 1 carat to 20 carat diamonds, all on sale. Don't be surprised to see jewelry store owners and diamond brokers shopping at this event. It's IDC's largest and most aggressive public diamond buying event ever. And if that wasn't enough, we're offering 0 interest financing. Plus, for these 3 days, you get extra savings and incentives on all engagement ring mountings, including Tacori. Don't miss this amazing opportunity. An open to the public multi-million-dollar diamond buying event, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only, and only at International Diamond Center. 4 Orlando showrooms. Unapproved credit restrictions may apply.
You've got a beautiful life and big goals you still want to achieve. Help protect them with USAA's Level Term Life Insurance. It's coverage designed with big dreams in mind. Did you know life insurance can help your loved ones cover the cost of mortgage or bills, replace income, or even help with college costs if your earnings were no longer in the picture? That means you can all keep dreaming uninterrupted even if the unexpected happens, because USAA's budget-friendly life policy has you covered. USAA will be your partner through the entire process of selecting and setting up your policy. Learn how it works and how to pick the right coverage to protect your loved ones today. Visit USAA.com/keepdreaming to get started. Level Term 5, Form ICC 209955501-20, may vary by state. Life insurance provided by USAA Life Insurance Company, San Antonio, Texas. All life insurance products are subject to state availability, issue limitations, and contractual terms and conditions.
Tijuana Flats has a new location, now open at O-Town in Orlando, on the corner of Darrell Carter Parkway and Palm Parkway. Come check it out. And remember, every Thursday is Throwback Thursdays, where you'll get a burrito or bowl, chips, and a drink for only $7.99. Tijuana Flats, keeping it fresh.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind studio. Your accident, your future, your attorney. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or call pound 546 from your cell. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. We now return to the Jim Colbert Show. Already in progress.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show here on Real Radio 104.1, broadcasting from beautiful Maitland, Florida, on this steamy, warm Thursday, about to turn into a complete blank show, and you know it.
Full of good
rained
news.
like 4 inches at my house in the last 2 days. Ridiculous.
I know.
Floating now. All right, 407-916-1041 to call us. Welcome back. I am Jim. Deb is here, and Ross is as well. Jack out. He'll be back with us tomorrow and every single Thursday at 4 o'clock. We invite our good buddy Brendan O'Connor from Bungalower.com to tell us what's happening in the city of Orlando this weekend. What is up, Mr. O'Connor?
Hey.
Hey, Real Radio, and hey, all you sexy strangers out there.
So are you gonna be?
Happening?
Is the baby face thing a thing now? Is that what you're gonna do?
I don't know. It's just for drag, you know. I'm doing that drag bingo over at Tactical Brewing every Tuesday, and it makes it easier.
How do you?
It's just otherwise I'm just like raw chicken. I'm raw chicken all week with this. It's a lot of face, and then I gotta roll into bingo and look like a suspiciously large woman for everybody.
Tell me about it, girl.
When is that, by the way?
You know, when 7 p.m. at Tactical Brewing every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday. Okay, very good.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been good. We've had really good crowds, and we're getting some, radio listeners, people who just happen to be walking by. Lots of conservative Republicans in Baldwin Park who stumble in and fall in love with me. And yeah, it's really fun.
Well, Jimmy was your first, and don't you ever forget that.
Oh, my first what? First
Republican to fall in love with you.
Not true.
No.
A girl's got to pay his bills.
I bet. I bet the list is mighty. I bet the list is quite mighty. A number of those cats living double lives. I'm sure of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll tell you. I used to work at a gentleman's club up in Banff, Alberta, in the Salt Lake Steakhouse. I was a bartender, and I kept a couple of lonely businessmen company on their trips.
Unbelievable. Hell yeah. People with dudes with families, wives, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah,
putting the salt in Salt Lake, baby.
Oh.
Hand me that
Don't
shaker.
get mad at me, everybody out there listening. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at the people who were married.
That's
I'm
right.
just trying to pay my bills.
That's right. Don't hate the game, hate the player.
Other
I don't
way.
do it anymore.
All right.
I love how he's trying to explain away gay cheating. And he's like, hey, don't blame me.
I'm not cheating.
Don't blame
I'm
me.
not
You're right.
cheating.
I know.
No.
All right, what's happening out there? By the way, you can find all of this information, bungalower.com. And, of course, you can pick up the magazine down there in the Audubon Park, Mills 50 area. What's happening out there, buddy?
Tons of events, man. Lots of concerts, and people are all up in arms about what's happening downtown. We're losing a lot of older dive bars as everything transitions and gentrifies. And that's the game.
Yep.
But it's just changing. It's so funny. It's like this cohort of people who still think that they're super young, but they're in like their mid-30s.
Yeah.
And they're mad because their watering holes are going away, and now the millennials and Gen Zs are coming in, and they're getting their spots. It's nobody knows how old they're making themselves sound.
And this has happened in Orlando a number of times since I've been here in the mid-'80s. I mean, it got so crazy downtown. They regulated it to the point where all the bars left.
Yeah.
Then they're like, hey, the business left. Nobody's going to our other businesses down here. So they went back, and then now we're right in the middle of that swing again where, it's getting crazy downtown. And now Church Street doesn't have any business. A lot of the people downtown don't want to go down there because they think it's too violent.
But meanwhile, the people who are going down are having a great time. Or like we just wrote the Lodge in the Woods, or these old craft cocktail spots that have old stalwarts, and they just got purchased.
Yeah.
And it's people who just opened Parlay in the old Finn Henry's spot.
Yep.
And they're going to throw a lot of money at it to make it into a very posh.
And Finn
cool
Henry's
spot.
was always packed. I mean, I would go in there, on like Tuesdays, and Finn Henry's would be slammed.
Getting some pudding shots.
Oh yeah,
that's
that's exactly what it was.
Sorry.
We had to stop by Finn Henry's to get pudding shots.
Pudding shots.
Oh,
Please
God.
describe what a pudding shot is.
So imagine a drink like I would get the Coquito pudding shots, or White Russian pudding shot. So imagine a White Russian,
which are delicious
in pudding form. And you
Or picklebacks.
Picklebacks, you
is one
squeeze
of the Finn thing.
Squeeze it into your mouth. Take about 5 of those, and you will see God.
I love a pickleback. Yeah, no, you could go to Walters, or Wally's. We call it Wally's is now Walters because it's fancy.
Okay, good. I'm sure Pete loves that. So what else is out there?
The new owner, he made it kind of fancy. Tonight, if you were looking to do something tonight, there's the Blonde Ambition Glow Party. I assume that's a nod to Madonna, though there's no mention of her at all in the event thing. But it's at Boxy Park. $5 to get in, all ages. Or it's $5 at 6 p.m. Otherwise, it's all ages before that. There's LED swag, food and drink specials, and then live bands. There's a bubble bus that's going to be there. Bubble bus. That's all I can say.
Sounds great.
Did I just get stoned?
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
I don't know, but I'm looking
not
at
sure what
Bubble
happened.
Bus.
Woo! Yeah. It's like bubble butt.
Boxy's kind of interesting too, by the way. Boxy's an interesting spot.
Boxy.
Yeah. It's an interesting spot over there. It's cool they're doing stuff.
Bring some kids and let them just run around out in the in the volleyball court.
Yeah.
That's what everybody else
Plenty
likes
to eat
do.
and drink around there. It's good.
Yeah. Red Hot Chili Peppers, they're tonight over at Camping World Stadium. So you can go look at Anthony Kiedis. Even though he doesn't have super long hair down his butt anymore, still very handsome.
Yeah, and they're all in incredible shape. I mean, you look at Flea and Kiedis, and they are in incredible shape, man.
Yeah. You don't have to tell me twice.
And they're active on stage. I mean, they're active on stage.
That would have been such a good show.
Jack's going to the show
yeah,
tonight.
that's
so.
okay. All right.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I like him doing. That's the perfect. I can imagine him doing that show.
Oh yeah. He's a big fan.
That's not tough for me to see.
Jack has a very eclectic music, love.
Taste?
Yeah. He's very eclectic.
That he should have taken tomorrow off.
You might have to.
Don't tell him that. What are you doing?
It's an earlier show though. I think it's 6:30 p.m.
Oh yeah.
I love seeing these old rocker bands start their band.
Right. Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
Earlier in the evening, immediately after dinner.
Right. They're out in time. They're out in time still to go to a restaurant. Dry off and hit Chili's.
Yeah, maybe go see the fireworks at Epcot.
Sure.
Like it's all very quickly timed. The Daytona Boat Show is this weekend, all weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There's like 80 manufacturers over at the Daytona Ocean Center. That should be super fun if you're into boats. I hear they even have like a trout fishing pond, a pop-up trout fishing pond for the kids.
Wow, really?
Which I would do that. Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
Just for the gram. Collective Soul is performing over at Hard Rock Live. We gave away tickets to that at bingo, so that's pretty cool. Go check that out.
They're good.
On Friday. I like Collective Soul.
I believe it's the same. Collective Soul is a band that got broken here in Orlando, I think. If I remember right, Pat Lynch over at JRR was the first person in the nation to play them on a major signal. And when they played New Year's Eve a couple years back, they gave him an onstage thank you. And I mean one of those really thank you, like change my life kind of thank you. So it was kind of cool.
Oh, that is cool.
I don't know. This is a weird one. Wannabe, a Spice Girls tribute band, is performing at the Abbey tomorrow night, 7 p.m., all ages. So if you want like a more family-friendly concert to go check out, consider that. If it doesn't give you hives,
Tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
Tell me what you want, what you really want.
I want.
No? Kevin Hart?
You heard that Mel B just came out and said that she was sexually assaulted right before their very first show as a Spice Girl.
Really?
Yeah, I think not Mel B. It was the other one. Who's the jock? I don't know.
C?
Mel
really?
C was the one who said. I believe the story came out today that she talked about being sexually assaulted right before she went on stage during a massage, getting ready for their very first show.
Is that Sporty Spice?
Yeah, I think that's Sporty Spice. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never known any of their real names.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Is that their real name though? Maybe it's not Melanie C.
Mel C is, and then Victoria Beckham.
Yeah,
Of
I
course,
do know that. Yeah.
Wow.
And her man's here all the time at the soccer games.
I know.
And the only reason I know that is because I can hear all the soccer fans, saying bad things about my name.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And pointing at him. Kevin Hart is performing. He's going to be in town. The Philly comedian. He's like, how tall is he? He's like 4 foot of sexiness.
Oh yeah.
Funny.
You'll never meet anybody that works harder than Kevin Hart. I mean, and he is a super small guy. Met him probably 4 times as he was making the rounds, coming through the Improv as he was building his way up. And that dude would be 15 minutes early, would ask us how he was doing.
Wow.
I mean, dude was a monster professional employee. I mean, that guy is as pro as it gets. Played the game.
Was he always handsome?
Always good looking, always nice guy, always in good shape, always ready to go, always willing to play the game, never said no. Just an awesome all-around good dude.
It's a good combo.
That was
always handsome, smells good, and never says no. That's my kind of.
But he is.
He's my kind of guy.
He's really small. I mean, it's off-putting a little bit when he walks through the door. He looks childish, like he's 12, 13 years old.
Wow.
He could be in the new Willow series that's coming up.
Oh yeah.
Smithsonian Museum Day is this weekend. You can get into some select museums for free. Just type in Smithsonian Museum Day. You can see who's participating on their list. I know the History Center downtown is doing something for Hispanic Heritage Month. Could be very cool and informative if you have any stay-at-home student kids. I know that's a big uptick right now.
Mm-hmm.
So go learn some things. Varktoberfest is over at the Aardvark. They're having an Oktoberfest. It's the season for Oktoberfest.
Oh yeah, it's starting. I saw the first ad for an Oktoberfest thing yesterday, and I was like, oh, it's on.
Yeah,
it is on.
We're gonna be talking about this every week now, unless you just tell me to not talk about Oktoberfest, but they're all gonna be on the calendar anyway.
It's one of my favorite things. Like, for one thing, I love all the Oktoberfest beers that come out this time of year from all the different brewers.
Oh, yeah.
Really cool stuff comes out this time of year, and I love these things. I mean, we went to the one you hosted last year over in Oviedo. It was great.
Oh, that was fun. That was so nice to see you.
That was awesome there, man. It was a good ass time. Lots of beer and food. Good music. And look, that polka music is built to just hammer beers with.
Yeah, it is.
It makes me thirsty.
It does. God, it's so good.
Especially after dancing.
Popcorn and do all those things. Popcorn and polka dancing.
You got it.
Makes me thirsty for beers.
It's like a church picnic.
Actually, Sideward Brewing's to bringing back their sausage fingers fest beer. That's a hit. Everybody loves that beer. So if you want to go check that out, sausage fingers is the drink of the weekend.
I did not try a sausage fingers. What is a sausage finger?
I think it's just.
All I know is it's a fest beer.
Yeah. I think it's just their Oktoberfest beer.
Oh, got it. Okay, good.
Yeah, special brand.
Mm-hmm.
Easy drinking.
Okay.
Love that brewery.
Right.
Fun to say.
Sideward's great. Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah. Alicia Keys, her show sold out. So take that off your list, but she's going to be in town. You might see her, I don't know, hanging out at Crest or something downtown.
Maybe so. You never know. She seems like a room service kind of girl to me, though.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
You don't think she's out hitting the streets?
No, I think she's a room service kind of girl, if I had to guess. She's probably at the Grand Beau getting some really nice food served to her right after the show, I'm guessing.
Damn, dude.
That sounds great.
He just called it the Grand Beau. Sick.
Grand Beau.
Like your homies with that hotel.
I'm aware of them. They know who I am.
Yeah.
Harp and Kelt's having their 15th year anniversary celebration. If you want to go celebrate 15 years of being Irish downtown, that's a good one.
Okay.
Completely sober event,
I don't know
right?
how you celebrate that. Yeah, you just pinch cheeks and, and kiss Irish people.
Right. Hammer harps and just slap people. That's what Irish people like to do.
Just slapping on that harp, man. Slapping the bass.
I don't know what you're doing.
Going for it.
I don't know.
Playing a harp.
Yeah.
Slapping the bass.
It's not coming off like that.
Oh, all right. It was a look like.
All right, one last one here.
With my nipples.
One last.
Central Florida Metal Fest. 35 metal bands, 2 days, 2 outdoor stages at Ice Cafe Orlando. 10 a.m. start time, Saturday and Sunday. $65 ticket to get in.
Wow, who's there? Do you know?
I don't. It's a whole bunch, 35 of them. Actually, there's one last event before you kick me off. It's the 6th annual Rainbow Over Conway. It's a big gay boating event on Big Lake, Conway's chain of lakes. They have a sandbar.
Yeah.
So if you hear a bunch of gay people singing Lady Gaga, that's what's happening.
Well, it's going to be interesting because I know some people that go out to that island party a little bit, and when the dudes roll up and they're in their really tighties, and they're showcasing, and then they get their feathers on.
Right.
Oh, it's going to be an interesting mix of humanity over there.
5-inch shorts, 5-inch shorts, and big smiles. It's a perfect opportunity to tell your wife you're going fishing, but you're really going to hook up with
just a buffet of moose knuckles.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
You
buddy,
got it.
as always, we thank you. Again, it's bungalower.com. It's BUNGALOWER, exactly how it sounds. And of course, you can find the magazine down Mills 50 Audubon Park area and every single day if you missed any of this. Plus, there's more at bungalower.com. Thanks, Brent. We appreciate it, buddy.
Thanks, guys. We'll be at Old Red tonight over on International Drive.
Oh, that's where you're recording?
Cool, yeah.
All right, very good.
Yeah.
Old Red. That's
Old Red.
what's that? Who's the country music guy behind that?
It's
I was married to Gwen Stefani.
It's Blake
Right?
Shelton.
Okay.
I said,
Yeah, Blake Shelton's spot over there. It's actually not supposed to be that bad. I interviewed him when they opened up, and it sounded good.
I'll let you know. I've never
right.
gone. I'm excited.
Very good. All right, there he is. Brendan O'Connor. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. All right, 407-916-1041. Back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends. Real Music Weekends. This weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
We're stop and go now eastbound on I-4 coming out of Polk County from U.S. Highway 27 to 429, and also westbound between Fairbanks Avenue and Ivanhoe Boulevard. It's also busy between Worrell Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. No reported problems on the beach line. 417 looks good, as well as the turnpike throughout the county. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's. Try Wendy's new Homestyle French Toast Sticks today. Wendy's new Homestyle French Toast Sticks are so good, some are saying they're better than their mom's French toast. Perfectly crispy on the outside, perfectly fluffy on the inside, perfectly perfect in every way. Try Wendy's new Homestyle French Toast Sticks today and see if they're better than your mom's.
Grab life by the chip and dip it. That's right. Join us at the new Tijuana Flats O-Town location, now open in Orlando, on the corner of Darrell Carter Parkway and Palm Parkway. You're invited to come and check out the newest Tex-Mex serving spot, serving up fresh food fast with service that sets the bar. Open 7 days a week for dine-in, takeout, curbside delivery. And remember, every Tuesday in Tijuana is Tijuana Tuesdays. That's where you get 2 tacos, chips, and a drink for only $7.99. It's Tijuana Flats, Tex-Mex for all.
Car crash? Call Klausman Law. KlausmanLaw.com.
The iHeartRadio Music Festival,
where the biggest stars from all walks of music come together.
September 23rd and 24th, T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Limited seats are still available at AXS.com or stream it live on the CW app and CWTV.com.
The iHeartRadio Music Festival is connecting all of us.
Brought to you by the CW's new hit series, All American Homecoming. Stream every episode now for free, only on the CW app.
If you've been involved in a car accident, call me, Mark Anajar, at the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 and take back control of your life.
Office in Orlando.
At the Original Mattress Factory, quality is at the heart of everything we do. While mainstream mattress companies have decreased their quality to cut costs, OMF still hand builds our mattresses and box springs to last. We build two-sided mattresses that can be flipped and rotated to improve long-term comfort and durability. We also build real flexing box springs that act as a shock absorber for the mattress. It's all designed with you in mind. Visit an OMF location today to see the Original Mattress Factory difference for yourself.
Cases of the new COVID BA.5 variant are surging in Central Florida, and seniors remain vulnerable. But you can take steps now to protect yourself. Senior Resource Alliance, a nonprofit in partnership with the Florida Department of Elder Affairs, will help you get fully vaccinated and boosted, which can reduce your risk of hospitalization and severe symptoms. Call Senior Resource Alliance at 407-986-4526 or visit seniorresourcealliance.org today.
Culver's could have only started in Wisconsin.
Hi, welcome to Culver's.
Just ask our team member, Sarah.
When you order a Culver's Butterburger, you're never just a customer. You're a guest in our home. See, where we come from, people do right by each other. It's why we cook each Butterburger to order just for you, right down to getting the perfect sear on the beef. That extra care may be a small town thing, but it's big time important to us.
Come on in and let us serve you with a smile that stretches from our hometown to yours. Welcome to Delicious. Another reason Culver's could have only started in Wisconsin, from our team member, Nick.
Oh, yeah, that's an easy one. Wisconsin is the dairy state, so naturally, Culver's was inspired by everyone's favorite rich and creamy tradition, frozen custard. We make our fresh frozen custard in small batches in every Culver's, and the farm fresh dairy is why it's so decadent. It's a match, or batch, made in heaven.
Come have a taste of Wisconsin. Welcome to Delicious.
America's leading internet provider just got even faster. Switch to Spectrum Internet, and you now get starting speeds of up to 300 megabits per second. Faster speeds for streaming, faster speeds for gaming, faster speeds for working or learning, all with 99.9% network reliability. So no matter what you do online, you can do it better, safer, and now even faster with Spectrum Internet. Visit Spectrum.com for details. Based on internet subscribers among top ISPs, speeds may vary. Restrictions apply.
Hey, Central Florida, it's time to up your standard of driving. RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. Are you sick of driving a car you hate? Raise the bar in a nice new car and lower your monthly payment at the same time. Used cars from just $69 per month. New cars from just $129 per month. Raise the bar and I'll get more for your old car. We'll pay up to $5,000 over appraised value for your clunker. Is your credit score lower than you like? We will help you get approved. That's what makes us your car dealer next door. Give it a try. I'm raising the bar and making my best offer ever. Like brand new Mirage's 43 miles per gallon lifetime warranty. And introducing the all-new 2022 Outlander in stock and ready for delivery. Plus check out our certified used cars. Monthly payments from just $69 per month. Trade-ins will pay over appraised value. So get here quick. I'm RC Hill, your car dealer next door. Central Florida's first choice for new Mitsubishis. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Mirage 9900 72 months. 2.9 APR, $9 down. $249 payment plus tax tag fees. Max trade incentive based on purchase.
There's big play action Saturday, September 17th with $3,000 Power Play Hours at Daytona Beach and Orange City Racing and Card Club. Starting at 11 a.m. through midnight, you could win $1,000 cash every 20 minutes. That's right, win $1,000 every 20 minutes Saturday, September 17th at the Orange City Racing and Card Club, just off I-4 exit 111B on Saxon Boulevard, and Daytona Beach Racing and Card Club at I-4 and I-95 on Williamson Boulevard.
The Stuff They Don't Want You to Know podcast delves into popular culture's most persistent mysteries. Now, there's something else that the guys at Stuff They Don't Want You to Know want you to know. They've got a new book coming out. packed with illustrations, the Stuff They Don't Want You to Know book is written in the same smart, conversational style you love hearing on the podcast. Available October 11th. Pre-order now at StuffYouShouldReadBooks.com or wherever you buy your books.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on Facebook.
Welcome back to The Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks so much for tuning in today. We appreciate that greatly. We do have Klausman, our Colbert Court, coming up in a second with Glenn Klausman, our buddy. And we're going to talk about a couple things. Very interesting with this Ron DeSantis sending 2 plane loads of immigrants up to Martha's Vineyard. An interesting take from Glenn on that, plus a couple other things. But, man, we got to talk about what's on our website. God almighty. I don't know how I missed this today in the news. I do not, for the life of me, do not understand how I missed that story.
I owe you an apology.
Okay.
Because I went to do my due diligence and watch the video before we talked about it. Plus, the headline alone, as soon as Rauce said, hey, have you watched? It's like, oh, well, I got to check that out.
Sure.
And I did that while you were doing your live read.
Yeah.
Not knowing.
Well, when you gasp and put your hands over your face, I don't know what that could be a major news story. I don't know what's going on.
Well, yeah. So it wasn't a major news story, but then you watched the video and you as well gasped and put your hands over your mouth.
A couple videos we have up right now. Not the one we're talking about. The other one here is the Chick-fil-A worker that was in the news that Jeff talked about, tackling the carjacker with the kid, the whole 9 yards. That video is up of him fighting that person in the parking lot. Then Ross hits me in the talkback right when we go to break last one. He goes, have you seen the video of the stripper at the retirement home? And I said, no, I have not seen the video of the stripper at the retirement home. As I'm reading that spot, Deb is watching that video and gasps, covered her face. And I was like, okay, well, I didn't know that. I didn't know that you were watching the video.
I know.
Because I didn't even know we had it up. Because that was just happening right before I came back to do the spot. And then when I was done with my spot, I watched the video, and
how great is that, right?
Where is that?
Taiwan.
I think it's
Taiwan?
in Taiwan.
Yeah, it's in Taiwan. It says it on the video, but you don't spend a lot of time reading it. Yeah,
and I love the headline of the video: nursing home deeply regrets hiring stripper for retirement home.
Oh, man.
It's at Taoyuan City, Taiwan.
Wow, man.
She's working it.
I mean, she is earning them dollars.
She is, and she's showing a little extra love. She's going hard.
One dude gets to gummer.
Yeah.
One dude gets his face shoved in their cleavage. You're talking; these are wheelchair-ridden people.
Yeah.
We're not talking about people shuffling around and to make the next card game. These people are incapacitated.
You know who the one is the most enthusiastic of them all? Is the woman standing behind her who's recording on her iPad. She looks like she's probably one of the nurses there at the facility.
Yeah, she looks like a facilitator for the stripper, though. She's kind of dressed like her. And this stripper is look. God bless her, because she does not care about how the dude looks.
No.
She does not care. This guy is literally on death's bed. He probably smells like death. And she is rubbing it all over this guy. I mean, God almighty.
They are old. They look like a bunch of,
it's like it's like the cast of Cocoon.
Yeah, they look like
older.
Bipedal weenuses.
Right, exactly.
Or whatever that word is.
I don't know, but
every one of them is in a wheelchair.
Yeah, there's one guy behind her that when she's doing her one act for the other resident, he has this look on his face like he doesn't know if he's scared or if he should be enjoying it.
And the funny thing about that is you don't know if that's not his regular look.
Right.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they're at that age that your face can always look like you just saw a ghost. Just a regular, always agape.
You're a sneeze away from your family attending a funeral.
Right. I got to tell you, man.
You could they all look like snapping turtles.
Yeah. They all look like that turtle you draw to try to get an art degree.
Yeah.
Remember that thing? It was the back of the comic book. Say, draw this turtle and send it to us, and then we'll get you a scholarship to a college. I mean, every one of them looks just like that turtle.
I told you guys, like, I think she could have killed someone.
She could have.
She could have. I mean,
if you're 85 and blood starts going down south when it needs to stay close to your aorta,
yeah, your heart rate gets above 10.
You're done, right? You can't. You only got so much blood when you're that decrepit. I mean, these people, they're so old, they got the blankets over the legs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, the FDR blanket?
Yeah, man. I don't know how this happened, but I'm kind of in full support of this.
Yeah, I am too.
This is like the opposite. Maybe this is too dark to say, but this is like the opposite of Make-A-Wish.
Right, yeah, it is.
You know, like Make-A-Wish, phenomenal foundation. I've gotten lucky enough to work a couple of, not stand-up, but work there to help them out in certain things. But I'm about this. Let some old people, see some tatas.
Listen, man, that is Jim Colbert Live. Gosh.
Yeah.
Bro, it's how you said it to me, like, you go, hey, man, have you seen the stripper at the retirement home? You would think a conversation opener like that would get attention, but around here, that's just kind of
that's Thursday.
That's an ABC statement, right? And then I open that video up, and I'm like, oh my God, this woman is going. Look, she's like the Grim Reaper in there, man. She is about to bust some hearts up.
I've had some bad gigs in my life, but that phone call must have been. I also the opening frame of the video. Let's just real fast remind you of that. She opens up
by opening up
on her back.
Yeah,
spread eagle legs right to some guy who has 7 breaths left,
as if to say. You see anything wrong with that?
Yeah.
I mean, like it was an examination. And she's patting it, I think. Isn't
she was petting
bit?
it like a kitty. She was inviting him to come for a visit.
It's blurred out. That's how
bad it is.
Those old people, though, man.
Every one of them in a wheelchair. One's clapping like he's in church. I don't get it. They like this. Look, they're clapping. And the music is kind of weird, right?
Very.
It's not like stripper music by any means.
No.
Oh, my God, that guy in the back. He's probably dead now.
Right.
But he died happy.
She is legit. Oh, my God, I just saw.
Yeah.
She put that dude's hand on her crotch.
Yeah.
She
started from the top all the way to the bottom.
Oh, my God, man.
He hasn't touched that in a long time.
We don't know.
They're not tipping much, but she could get life insurance. She might get snuck into a will.
Yeah, she's there to get added to a will.
Yeah.
She's there to get something.
I mean, some of those people are 100. They have to be 100 years old.
Well, there's one guy in the front with blue slippers that I think she just brought him back to life. He's the most enthusiastic outside of the woman filming. He looks like if he could get out of that wheelchair and get...
I mean, there are IVs next to some of these people.
Oxygen tanks?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of wiring.
Drill cups?
Half of them are in those hospital gowns.
Right.
Now tents, of course.
Just wild. Hey,
she is. Look, man, this woman is earning her money though. She ain't afraid, man. She's in there.
Some strippers are into paper currency. Other people other dancers just want hard candy.
Oh, that is so insane to me.
What? Which part?
Just how graphic she is with like herself in front of these old ass men.
Yeah,
and
she's
she
a
doesn't
stripper.
care. She's a stripper.
Oh yeah, there's so many pairs of slides and socks. So many slides and socks.
I mean, that one dude in the blue slippers, he was just a couple chairs down.
Man, she is.
Like all the old people are wearing masks for health reasons. She's wearing a mask because she does not want anybody to know.
Right. Right.
She's hiding her identity over this.
That's an identity thing, not a COVID thing.
Yeah.
JimColbertLive.com if you go to check it out. It's unbelievable.
It's real.
And one taxi service is like, I don't see a problem with it.
I'm kind of with them. Listen, they've got not that much time.
Somebody said it's so cringe. How is it really that cringe? It's just kind of unbelievable. Like, I don't feel cringy about it. I mean, it's an old man with a stripper.
When we first watched it the first time, I mean, once you get desensitized and you've watched it 12 times.
I mean, hey, listen, strippers deserve Franklins, and Franklins deserve strippers.
Man. Good for them, man.
And I'm not talking about Benjamin. I'm talking about that's just a stereotypical old man name.
All right, 407-916-1041. Take a little break. Glenn Klausman up next with Colbert Court.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7. It's a corporate time with Tom and Dan, brought to you by Gringos Locos and SecuredRoofingAndRestoration.com. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Mike, and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
Hello there, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team Meteorologist Brittany Lockley, and we can expect another round of rain this afternoon. Some of them bringing some pretty heavy rainfall. Now, places along the coast already saw at least 4 to 6 inches. They can expect another round of rain here in central Florida. We will see some heavy rainfall along with frequent lightning with some of these stronger thunderstorms. Tonight, low temperatures drop down to the mid-70s, and tomorrow, 80% chance of showers and thunderstorms with temperatures in the upper 80s. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brittany Lockley.
This report is sponsored by Dell Technologies.
Dell Technologies semi-annual sale has arrived, and it's time to save big on PCs with Windows 11 Pro. Plus, get great deals on top accessories, including docks, monitors, and more. Dell Technologies recommends Windows 11 Pro for business. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Tools Ace Hardware can help you create the perfect backyard for entertaining. I know that for a fact. Plus, we all know Tools has the best grills out there. Weber, Traeger, Big Green Egg. But now you can also find Uni pizza ovens and Napoleon grills at select locations as well. And Tools also now carrying outdoor patio furniture from Polywood. And this stuff is amazing, really durable, recycled plastic. It'll last for years, will not fade. They have Adirondack chairs, rocking chairs, seating and dining sets in stock, and they can special order any item quickly. Not to mention you get free assembly and delivery on any grill or patio furniture purchase $3.99 and up. It's Tools Ace Hardware. Find yours today. 11 convenient locations. It's acehardware.com.
How was your drive to school?
Let me tell you, I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then, someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by iHeartRadio, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Summertime is a great time for a beautiful new fence from our friends over at Mossy Oak Fence. This is exactly what I did a couple summers ago. Custom one-of-a-kind designs. If you can dream it, the team at Mossy Oak Fence can build it. And look, that's not just something they're saying. That's exactly what we did. We drew it on a piece of paper, handed it to them, and they built it. Their skilled craftsmen are innovators. They only use the best stuff out there as well. Mossy Oak Fence sets the standard when it comes to quality. That quality, they back it up with the best warranty in the business. They're experts over at Mossy Oak. They're fence freaks, actually. Quality and your satisfaction. Just visit mossyoakfences.com. And as always, let the Mossy family protect your family today.
There are those who feel living with debt is inevitable. But there are those who strive for freedom. These are the ones who are willing to play the long game, who realize it's worth the long days. And those are the ones who know not all financial institutions are the same. Fairwinds. Financial freedom happens here. Visit fairwinds.org.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
I need an AC tune-up.
For a new expensive AC system, press 1.
No, I just need scheduled service on the old one.
We're having a sale on new ones.
No, it's just the previous owners didn't maintain the system.
We try to avoid maintenance.
Why is that?
Bad for business. If you maintain them, they last longer. Can't sell you a new one if the old one still works.
But I want preventative.
Preventative. There's your problem. Just leave it alone. And do call us when it completely falls apart.
This would never happen with Frank Gay.
But you didn't call Frank Gay.
Well...
Did you?
I hate learning the hard way.
Regular maintenance plans help prevent breakdowns with your AC, plumbing, and electrical systems. When you join the Frank Gay family plan, you'll solve small problems before they become big ones.
Frank Gay's family plan will put companies like us out of business. How do you sleep at night?
Like a baby.
FrankGayServices.com.
Every Thursday at Tijuana Flats, we're throwing back the prices. Get a burrito or bowl, chips, and a drink for $7.99. Order your Throwback Thursdays favorites for just $7.99 at your local Tijuana Flats or through the app. Tijuana Flats, always keeping it fresh.
O'Reilly
Auto Parts provides more than just the right parts for your repair. Our professional parts people can also offer free check engine light diagnosis. We can scan your vehicle and provide a list of possible fixes. Find the right parts for you or recommend a great local repair shop. Don't ignore your check engine light. Stop by your local O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Here's the deal. I've had constipation with belly pain, discomfort, and bloating for years. I've tried a lot of laxatives and fiber supplements, but my symptoms keep coming back.
You could have a chronic condition called irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C. Linzess, or linaclotide, is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. Linzess works differently than laxatives. It lets you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2 years old. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. There could be more to your story with IBS-C. Talk to a doctor today. Say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS. Sponsored by AbbVie and Ironwood Pharmaceuticals.
During this interruption, let's talk about disruption. Emerging new channels, cookieless media. Marketers, are you missing out on one of the most engaged audiences in today's new open web? With Viant's programmatic software Adelphic, stay in tune with digital audio, stream the future on CTV, and level up with in-game, so you can see an average 3 times return on ad spend, maybe even on this very program next time. Viant, built for the new open web. Built for now. Visit ViantNow.com to learn more.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by the Original Mattress Factory.
Real Radio 104.1. We now return to the Jim Colbert Show.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks again for tuning in today. We appreciate that on this beautiful Thursday. Here we have some weather coming through, so make sure that you prepare accordingly on your drive home if it hits you on your side of town. Welcome back. I am Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
And Ross is here as well.
It's true.
Jack will be back with us tomorrow, taking a day off, take care of some business, and see the Chili Peppers tonight. Greatly appreciated and deserved.
Yes, absolutely.
And, of course, every Thursday, we do Colbert Court.
What you are listening to is real. Well, sort of. The participants are not actors. That's a fact. This is, however, a real case that will be decided here in our forum, the Colbert Court.
Colbert Court brought to you by our friend Glenn Klausman. That's Klausman Law. Offices up in Winter Park. That's KlausmanLaw.com, 407-917-1718. Car crash, call Klausman. Glenn, how are you, friend?
Doing great. Good to see you all.
Good to see you as well. How's your week been, buddy?
Good. I was about to look at the video you're talking about, but I figured, I better get back to business.
No, I would love to get Glenn's reaction live on the air.
Yeah, save that for a minute.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, it's very interesting over there in that video. I guess Sean was talking about it, called it Nipples for Cripples. Very funny. So, it's interesting because we want to talk about a couple of things today. I do want to talk about this case that you sent me with the hospital situation that you're dealing with now with insurance companies and the double billing thing that you've run into a couple of times. But you did have some interesting takes on this DeSantis thing where he sent the 2 plane loads of immigrants to
Martha's Vineyard.
Martha's Vineyard. And there's an interesting thing here because as I read about this morning, and, I've supported this governor often, but it's becoming increasingly more difficult to get behind some of these pandering plays that seem to be so juvenile and so non-adult and so trivial.
And use taxpayer money to do it.
That's the first thing I ask myself is who paid for that?
Yeah, that's what I asked, too.
So with that said, and that fun little trick and everything, it's interesting because Texas has been doing this as well, and I guess some other states have.
Arizona.
Right, Arizona's been doing it as well, right? Well, first things first. I don't want people in this country illegally. I need to say that right up front. I mean, that's I don't want people in this. You should go through the channels, and you can, and we know that it's not easy, but this country is deserved of it being difficult. But with that said, you brought up situations that when I read this case this morning, Now there's some of the people are saying that they were not told what was going on.
No.
They had no information of where they were going. They were just told they were going to get a job and some food and a place to stay or whatever.
Martha's Vineyard officials didn't know that they were coming.
Yeah.
Nobody was prepared for 2 plane loads of people, children, families, old people showing up on your doorstep that need food, shelter. They don't.
Right, and they did that because these states went beyond the new immigration laws that, hey, we're a sanctuary state. You can't really do that. If you want to find sanctuary, you can do that here. These Republican governors are like, okay, well, if you want them, here they are. We'll send them by bus or plane or whatever the case may be. You can see it's a pandering political play that's going to work for the lowest common denominator, and that's it. People with brains who don't think this stuff is funny, and they would rather this guy just pay attention to running the state and not do stuff like this.
Yeah.
That is clearly a showcase for what's going to happen in 2024. Got no problem with that. But with that said, Glenn mentioned this to me today. He goes, if they didn't tell those people where they were going, if they didn't know and they misled these people to what was going on, that could have some interesting implications, couldn't it, Glenn?
Absolutely. It's a bad story to begin with. It's one thing for the Texas governor to decide he's going to put people on buses and send them elsewhere. And the problem with this whole thing that happened is DeSantis decides he wants to send planes over to Texas to pick people up, pick them up in Texas, bring them back, have a stop in Pensacola so they have a landing in Florida.
Right.
Now because they're in Florida, we have a bill and we have a budget in the state of Florida that allows millions of dollars to remove illegal immigrants from Florida. Well, these illegal immigrants weren't here to begin with. Right. You brought them.
They were shipped here from Texas.
Here. Yeah, now he's taking his $12 million and he's putting them on a plane and he's dumping them in Martha's Vineyard, which is a small island. It's a ritzy tourist type place. And he's just dumping these people without any warning what's going on. And, one of the issues that the people involved need to be concerned about, the people involved that are doing this transporting, the people involved in this scheme, is that there's a federal law against kidnapping people. And to kidnap somebody, the law holds that you are transporting them across state lines, that they are not giving the consent to where they're going, and that you are either holding them for a ransom, which that's not being done, you're holding them for a reward, which is not being done, or for other purposes. The statute says otherwise. And otherwise, there have been cases where people transport someone across a state line so they can't testify against someone. And that's been held to be a federal kidnapping offense. And here, the people involved in this need to be careful because there's a question whether these people have consented to being transported where they're being transported, and especially kids who don't even have the ability to consent. So, this is getting, way out of hand.
Yeah, and
it's something like Deb says, Florida taxpayer money being used not to take illegal immigrants out of Florida that are here, but to go get them in Texas and bring them to Florida so you can then say, oh, they're in Florida now, so now we're going to take them to Massachusetts. I've got a friend who is a very strong DeSantis supporter, straight Republican ticket when he votes, wears a "What Would Jesus Do" wristband, and he said there's just no justification for this.
There isn't.
It's inhumane.
That's what's so irritating. As again, I'm not a straight ticket, but I'm a pretty straight ticket Republican voter. And what really kills me about this is there are people out there like me, people who really do care about the big issues, who really want to focus the financial power of the party toward doing good and making things easier for Floridians and Americans. And this is not part of that. This does not register in that plan. This is childish, idiotic stuff that really makes you look small. And it does. It makes you look like the worst thing. You're just pandering to these people who are applauding this and thinks it's so funny and all these other. It's, by the way, how many people was it? Total 100? 100 people out of 20 million people? You really think that's going to affect the bottom line? Shipping 85 people out of a 20 million person state? What effect is that really going to have on anything other than how it looks in the media? It's
why I hated having to talk about it, because it's free advertisement for a guy who has
stultifying
historic amounts of money in his coffers for a race he doesn't even really need to spend it on. I mean, he is expected to easily win re-election as Florida's governor.
Sure. And, somebody just texted in, and I guess this is a point that's valid worth bringing up. If you're an illegal alien in this country, do you have the same rights as an American citizen?
Well, you don't have all the same rights, but you don't have the right to be treated like cattle. And my wife pointed out, being from the Midwest, if you take a cattle across state lines, that's a felony. And they're treating these people worse than cattle.
Yeah,
they're treating them not like people, and it's all for show.
Yeah.
And there's so many other things you can do to help the people in the state of Florida rather than doing this thing for show. Well, I mean, what's the point? Let the guy in Texas who wants to get rid of him, let him do it. Why do you need to get involved? And apparently we've got all this money to get rid of illegal immigrants in Florida, but we don't have enough in Florida of our own, so we got to go get them from Texas to bring them to Florida and then ship them up to Martha's Vineyard.
Unbelievable.
I would just love if they would actually take care of the homeowners insurance crisis.
Right,
instead of that pandering special
thing.
Session that ended up costing us extra money.
Insane.
And and we have to wait 18 months before we would see any possible relief from that happening. In the meanwhile, families in this state are trying to figure out how to keep a roof over their heads and pay for it. But he's over there pandering to those voters in New Hampshire, to those voters in Iowa, and he's doing it with our dollars. Yeah. Use your campaign funds. You want to do this? Use your money, not our money.
It's unbelievable. How much did you say, Glenn? $12 million? $12
million, yeah. The state appropriated $12 million to remove illegal immigrants from Florida based on the budget that he wanted.
And that's where
they wanted to have that money to be able to do it.
And that's where they pulled this money out of to charter these two planes to send them to Texas to get the.
That's according to his spokesman. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's right up there with running around the state and announcing infrastructure projects and millions here and millions there, and not saying where those millions are coming from. In a lot of cases, those were federal funds that were given to the state during the pandemic. So,
Insane.
but not sharing that part of it because you don't want the voter to know that.
Oh, trust me, I'm telling you, this played.
Of course.
This played perferly. It played perfectly. It's a shame it works.
Exactly.
That's what I would say. It's a shame this kind of stuff works, but there's no question. There is a large percentage of the base that really, really loves this. They stand up and cheer for this kind of thing. But I will guarantee you, Republicans like me don't do it. Republicans like me don't stand and cheer idiocy like this. We don't do it.
And Glenn's friend.
Smart people who have done some stuff in their life, who've moved some things in their life, and they came from nothing to do it. Those people, they don't cheer stuff like this. They simply don't do it. They're too mature to do stuff like that. Who in the F would do that? Who would cheer a move like this? It's so dumb.
Lots.
That's my point. It's so dumb. Go ahead, Glenn. I'm sorry.
You're gonna find that a lot of people are cheering it, saying it's the way to get noticed. The immigration problem we have, that we have people in Texas that shouldn't be there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, we have. Can I tell you, we have people in all states that shouldn't be there. It's just, look, I understand that Texas and Florida and California have unique situations for that, Arizona as well, but we're not so unique in the sense that, all states don't have illegal immigrants.
Well, listen, I just hope that our governor checks with all of his big agricultural buddies before he gets rid of all of those illegal immigrants, because I'm sure as hell I'm not going to go picking tomatoes for 16 cents a crate out in the middle of the Florida sun.
No thanks.
Yeah, that's a great point. We've got a lot of those folks doing the agricultural work that other people won't do.
They're the only ones doing it. So this threat is really, it's pandering at its worst.
Thank God for E-Verify, right?
Because our billion-dollar agricultural industry, including that of Georgia and a lot of other states like California, Texas, would not survive if you relied on everyday, folks to go out and work the fields.
California's the biggest farming state in our nation.
Exactly. And they're treated less, inhumanely in those situations as well.
All right, Glenn, we only have a couple minutes, buddy. I did want to cover this thing with the hospitals because I do think it's important here. And basically, I can read all this, but basically it says here that you see this happening more and more. Start with a $10,000 hospital bill from a car crash, right? Hospital sends the bill to your car insurance, and the law in Florida is that a $10,000 bill will automatically get reduced by 25%. Now your car insurance only pays $75.
Yep.
So run me through this and tell me exactly what's going on. I don't want to have to read it.
Here's the way it works. We've got a fee schedule. All insurance has a fee schedule. So when the hospital bills $10,000 for your car accident case, your car insurance pays $7,500, and the hospital, that's what they got to take. That's the end of the story. No balance. What happens is the hospitals and other providers also are then sending the bills to health insurance without letting them know they've got the money from the car insurance, or maybe they haven't got it.
They're double
when they send it.
They're double dipping?
Yeah. So, well, we didn't know we had the money at the time we sent the bill in. So then they get paid by the health insurance. Now there's a problem because when you settle your car accident case and your health insurance has paid money, your health insurance then says, we want you to pay back what we've paid for your medical bills that were from the car accident. So now you've got this settlement. Your car insurance says they want $4,000 back because your $10,000 hospital bill that, oh, by the way, the hospital got paid by car insurance. Health insurance also paid them $4,000 because that was the fee schedule on their health insurance. So so what happens now is we got to fight with the hospital to pay back the money to the health insurance. Because the health insurance says we paid the money, we're entitled to get paid back. And I say, look, you shouldn't have been paid that money. You shouldn't have paid that money. Well, we got billed, we didn't know. So now it goes back to the hospital, and it's taking months and months to get these things resolved with the hospital.
All the more reason to hire an attorney.
Yeah, anybody that knows has to deal with how you call up, you get put on, hold for 47 minutes, they hang up on you. I mean, it's just atrocious. But we're working through this, and it's just the message was to let people know this stuff is happening because there's attorneys out there that aren't realizing what's happening,
right?
And people are losing out on this.
So you need to double check everything you're doing and make sure that the money is right, because it could get. And again, if you get into that situation, you said it takes forever to get it reversed.
It's I had 22 phone calls to get the last one reversed, and it took 6 months almost. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, finally went up through. They wouldn't put me through the supervisors. They wouldn't tell me who the lawyer was. Finally, through some investigation, I found out how to do that and got through. And the next day, I get a phone call. Oh, by the way, we're sending a refund.
Good.
This is why I recommend. I mean, we've all used Glenn Klausman, when we've needed to. But I recommended my next door neighbor. You've been handling her case as well, and she came over last night and was very, very happy with her results. And I was like, "This is why I told you to call Glenn. This is why I told you to call Glenn." She said, after the accident, she looked at her husband and she said, "Okay, we're either going to call this one or this one." And then I said, "Don't call either one of them. Call Glenn Klausman." And this is part of the reason why. And just hearing what he's talking about with the hospitals is another reason why. Because you could go to another attorney, they'll do their due diligence to try and settle your case, but if they're not aware of this, they can't help you.
It's just like the case he had last year with the motorcycle crash, who was told by another attorney, "You've got no case."
Right.
Goes to Glenn. Not only does he have a case, Glenn got him twice the amount of money he was even looking for.
Right, exactly.
So, Glenn, as always, thanks, buddy. Great job. That's Klausman Law, KLAUSMAN law.com. Offices right there in Winter Park, 407-917-1718. Car crash, call Klausman. Thanks, buddy. Always good seeing you.
Thanks. See you next week. I think trivia next week.
Yes,
Santa
trivia next
Klausman
week.
In July, whatever.
Early
next week will be. Still
September.
Yeah.
September. Oh, my gosh.
All right.
That's
All right,
crazy.
trivia next week for some
All right.
Publix gift cards with my man, Glenn Klausman. See you, buddy. Have a good week.
Go watch the video now.
All right, 407-916-1041. Back in a sec.
Talking on the radio, not your thing? You can do this, you can do this, you can do this. There's an easier way. It's called texting. 77031. Real mobile. It's real easy.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Officials still working to clear this crash, causing big delays north on 417 between Moss Park Road and the Beach Line. The right lane still blocked here. Westbound travel on I-4 very heavy between Fairbanks Avenue and Ivanhoe Boulevard, and also between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. Eastbound still busy out of Polk County from US Highway 27 to 429. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Amtrak. Amtrak. Whether you're craving a breath of fresh mountain air, an exciting new adventure, or just some free babysitting from Grandma, Amtrak can get you there. With more than 500 destinations across the country. Everything you're missing, just an Amtrak away.
Man, hey, Jim here with my friends over at Solar Bear. If you're sick of paying high electric bills, then you need to call Solar Bear. They're the #1 solar installer in the state of Florida, and they can help eliminate your power bill. Solar Bear, the highest rated and reviewed solar company in the state. Plus, they're locally owned and operated, which means no subcontractors. All you have to do is visit solarbear.com today, get that free estimate, and check it out. Right now, get 0 down, 0% interest, and no payments for 12 months with a credit approval. All you have to do is say goodbye to your electric bill and say hi to Solar Bear. Solarbear.com.
Start driving the truck that you deserve today. Visit nationstrucks.com and make no payments until next year with approved credit and get $500 in free gas or diesel fuel with any purchase. Ford, Chevy, Dodge, Ram, GMC, find them all at Nations Trucks, the world's largest independent truck dealer.
Culver's could have only started in Wisconsin.
Hi, welcome to Culver's.
Just ask our team member Sarah.
When you order a Culver's Butterburger, you're never just a customer. You're a guest in our home. See, where we come from, people do right by each other. It's why we cook each Butterburger to order just for you, right down to getting the perfect sear on the beef. That extra care may be a small town thing, but it's big time important to us.
Come on in and let us serve you with a smile that stretches from our hometown to yours. Welcome to Delicious. Another reason Culver's could have only started in Wisconsin, from our team member Nick.
Oh, yeah, that's an easy one. Wisconsin is the dairy state, so naturally, Culver's was inspired by everyone's favorite rich and creamy tradition, frozen custard. We make our fresh frozen custard in small batches in every Culver's, and the farm fresh dairy is why it's so decadent. It's a match, or batch, made in heaven.
Come have a taste of Wisconsin. Welcome to Delicious.
International Diamond Center's All Tacori Weekend is here this Friday through Sunday. It's your best opportunity to experience the magic of Tacori with exciting incentives. Tacori is the brand above all brands in bridal and fashion. Handcrafted in California by true artisans, Tacori sets the standard. IDC's flying in the entire Tacori collection for this 3-day event, including all new, never seen before designs with stunning beauty from every angle. And if you purchase any Tacori engagement ring at this event, you'll get 12 months zero interest financing, plus a $500 gift card on us. Buy the matching band and get another $500. Buy his band and get another $500. That's $1,500 total. And while you're here, you can match that perfect ring with the most exquisite diamond the world has to offer. As IDC opens up the vault, showcasing our largest GIA and Forevermark diamond selection ever. Don't miss this spectacular and unprecedented 3-day event. International Diamond Center's All Tacori Weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, only at IDC. 4 Orlando showrooms. On approved credit, restrictions may apply.
Don't get fooled by fake online offers that change immediately once you get there. AutoBuy guarantees you the max every time. In 20 minutes or less, you will have a no-hassle offer to buy your vehicle and get paid on the spot. That's why we are Google's #1 rated car buying company in the nation. We make it fast and easy to sell your car, truck, SUV, or boat. If it has wheels, we'll buy it. Steer clear of fake offers. Go to WePayTheMax.com. That's WePayTheMax.com.
Hurricane season is here, and if you're in an older home with flimsy, outdated windows, your family and property could be at risk. Don't bother with shutters. Go with impact-resistant glass and save money. And you do that with my friends at FHIA Remodeling. They've been helping homeowners replace their old windows with ones that are hurricane tough and energy efficient. They're experts. The factory certified installers use premium materials. They get the work done fast, and it's quality you can trust. That's why so many homeowners have chosen FHIA and recommend their friends and family do the same. And right now, they're having their Fall into Savings event. That means windows are buy one, get one 40% off, all their other products 20% off, or you can make no payments and pay no interest till August of next year. Plus, there's no sales tax for those impact-resistant windows and doors. Call them today. Schedule a risk-free in-home consultation at 407-5100. That's 407-500-0100. They can show up to your house as soon as the next day. The consultant will bring full product samples and a visualizer to design your project and leave you with an exact quote that same day. Call FHIA Remodeling at 407-5100.
There are some financial institutions who care more about helping you reach your goals, so they offer solutions and tools to make something that seems impossible become a reality. Fairwinds. Visit fairwinds.org.
Tijuana Flats has added a brand new location, now open at O-Town in Orlando, on the corner of Darrell Carter Parkway and Palm Parkway. Come check it out. And remember, every Monday is 2 for $20, where you'll get 1 starter, 2 entrees, and 2 drinks for only $20. Tijuana Flats, keeping it fresh.
Car crash? Call Klausman Law. KlausmanLaw.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind studio. Your accident, your future, your attorney. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or call pound 546 from your cell. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
407-916-1041. Text us 77. Text us 77031. You just send your text to that number. It comes right to my screen here. We can all check it out. Do that now.
Yeah, we all can check it out. Whenever I produce, I'm able to look at the text service. And granted, listen, the texting service is one of our most useful tools.
It is a great tool. It really is.
It really is.
Most of the time.
But what's going on here, man?
Welcome back. I'm Jim, Deb, and Ross are here as well. Jack will be back with us tomorrow. So with the texting service, what people don't understand sometimes is we can actually respond to you. Right. So we get text all the time, and sometimes we'll respond to them, usually with information and stuff if they're asking about something we're doing on the air or whatever, occasionally commenting about what we're doing on the show. And, of course, when you talk about this thing with DeSantis sending the plane full of people that weren't really even from Florida, they weren't even from here. They were literally imported. We imported our illegals so we could export them to Martha's Vineyard.
This is...
And so this guy is coming at me pretty hard.
I mean,
by the way, just for the record, this is the kind of stuff we get because I want to read this in context because it's important that people know what kind of stuff gets sent to us every single day. Literally every single day we get this kind of thing and we get this kind of rhetoric. I want to make sure I get the right one here. How far down is it?
I mean, his bone-chilling text that he first sent?
Yeah, the one where he says they should just all be shot.
So he says,
whoa,
they're illegal.
And he spelled illegal wrong.
With a E
then they
to
have,
start off that word.
Lord.
They have no rights. Just shoot them. It would be cheaper.
Right.
I saw that text. I was like, damn, dude.
Oh, wow. I wonder if that would include our governor's great-grandmother who came through Ellis Island from Italy.
I don't know.
It was definitely a bone-chilling text to see. And I'm like, well, the good news is that there's also a lot of other texts. I'm going to look at those.
Yeah, by the way, he goes, it's the truth. Wake up. You guys are woke Biden supporters. Look, I don't support Joe Biden as president. I think Joe Biden is a goof. But but the fact is he's the president. He won the election fair and square. And that's who the president is. And for another thing, I just text this guy back. Like, I did a little research on this today. Like, I don't just blindly go into this stuff. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. This one I did not, right? So I started doing a little research. Ross, what president do you think is responsible for more deportations of illegal aliens in the history of the United States?
Who do I think?
Yeah, who do you think is responsible for more of those? Who do you think sent more people that were here illegally back to their home than any other president in the history of the U.S.?
I mean, when you phrase it like that, I would take a wild guess and say Obama.
It was Barack Obama. He deported 1 million more illegal aliens than President Bush right before him.
Yeah.
So the thing that kills me about this is it's that kind of rhetoric, that the plane stunt that works. And the reason it works is because the numbers don't add up to it. And, they understand. I am not a Democrat. I am a Republican. I am a voting Republican. All right? I have to say that over and over because people on the texting service, people listening to the show, automatically hear you say something that fights the talking points they've been sold over and over for the last 4 or 5 years. And it doesn't match up, so now they're butthurt and they want to leave. This guy goes, well, I used to love your show, but now I've got to leave because you disagree with me. And I'm like, well, I'm going to disagree with you on a bunch of things. That's kind of what talk radio does. It disagrees with you and then challenges you to say why you disagree with me. And then that way we have a conversation. And not to prove each other wrong, just to kind of let each other know where we stand. But the problem is you can't have conversations anymore because if your opinion disagrees with someone else's, politically specifically, you can't even have a common cordial discourse anymore. It devolves in a name calling, he said, she said, all this other stupidity. And by the way, the guy that's doing this and saying these things has called me an uneducated douche and then spelled douche incorrectly, spelled illegal incorrectly. And you just can't help but laugh out loud at these people. But for the record, that's the fish that bites. That's the fish that bites.
All right. Okay.
Every one of those guys texting, every one of those girls texting and saying, I love this, that's the fish that bites.
And I'm so disappointed in this one because you're usually funny and I like reading your text sometimes, but Ellis Island processed legal immigrants. That guy's comment is disgusting. Do you know how expensive ammunition is right now?
No, it's
okay. Listen,
that's terrible.
This is weird. This is very weird because you go ahead and quote his text that he calls you an uneducated douche. He did not call you an uneducated douche because the rest of the text is you're an uneducated douche. This must be Ross. No.
And then he spells your name wrong.
It's not.
Rause.
I'm over here, Jim's over here starting wildfires. It's not even in my forest.
I just texted him back, though. You're fine. I said, just meet me here at the station after the show. We'll figure it out in the parking lot.
I'm the tall, goofy, lengthy one.
I'm Captain Pissmop. Come find me.
This guy wasn't done. You called him out for spelling douche wrong, and then he responds with spell check changed it. I will show you, tough guy. Yeah. You need to be off the show. You bring nothing to the table. You're 33 years old and the social skills of a 16-year-old. Not me, dude. Not me.
Which is, yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah,
and
you
keep
did.
telling him
Stop lying, Ross. And just live up to what you said. If you're going to type it, just stand by it, buddy.
I'm going to get death threats from this guy. And no matter how many times you tell him it's Jim.
We can call Maitland PD and have them sitting outside before we do anything.
It's just comical how he goes, oh, this must be Ross. What? I passionately disagree with texting back to people.
Yeah, that's a very big thing for Ross.
He hates that we text these people back. He can't stand it. They're listeners. I mean, I'm interacting with them.
Because you're not responding with the people saying, love the show.
Yeah, I do.
I do that all the time. I say, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I do not see that. You could replace the amount of time that you're texting this douchebag. There, fine. Now I'm in it because
Oh God!
Oh, you did it now, Ross.
I told you he was typing the whole time.
I can tell by his phone number that he's a trash father.
Oh my God!
He's obese and he has jowls the size of Grand Canyon.
Look, that's not me. I'm saying that.
Let's go with it, dude.
I'm not saying any of that.
We're trying to roast.
I just disagree with the
guy. You know how
I'm
hard it is to roast the guy who can't spell the word douche?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's illegal.
I laugh.
The way you should. The way you spell illegal.
I laugh.
He spelled illegal ELEGAL like Allegal.
And then he called me uneducated. I don't know that there's a greater enjoyment for me than being called out on the texting service for being dumb, and then in the context of that, at least 6 misspellings. And I'm not talking about misspellings like you accidentally an I and an E after the C kind of thing that gets a lot of people. We're talking about just basic grade school grammar. Just can't pull it off.
I can tell you something better. When they think it's me.
It's my favorite part.
Yeah, what is going on? Send a photo. Call us. Give me a call. Let's make fun of you over a phone call. That I can get on board with. Me like that's entertaining. But when we text these people on the breaks,
don't say these people. It's our fine listeners.
It's our family.
Okay,
like this guy. I wish I could bake a cake filled with rainbows and smiles, and everyone would eat and be happy.
No, I'm talking about these people. The people who send texts like that, who's only here because of a faulty condom. Like, we can go on. We can take jabs,
I love it. Why are you getting in there so hard, dude? You're coming to these people. I mean, these are our family members. Why are you cursing people out and calling them fat, bad dads?
I'm just saying.
4 feet tall mumbler.
I want to see what this guy looks like. He'd call in.
Oh, you don't want to see what he looks like.
I'm sure I don't.
You know what he looks like.
Yeah. He's got a mustache that says, I like 8-year-olds.
Damn it, Bobby. Give us one of those. Come on, Jimmy.
Damn it, Bobby.
Thank you.
Damn it, Bobby. All right, 407-916-1041. All right, Ross, I promise you.
I just can't get over this guy thought it was me. I was like, no,
You saw the same one,
now people
Ross?
Now people are asking for you to roast them.
No,
I'm down.
Did you see the one Ross just tell him his mother's so ugly? Even her battery-operated boyfriend needs Viagra?
Oh, God.
Did we say the D word?
No, I don't know that.
Okay, I didn't think so.
You can just say D. I break it.
This guy spelled illegal with a damn E.
Yeah, I like it.
Well, brother, say it out loud. I pronounced it. Illegal.
Do you know how many times on social media you'll see, white supremacists holding a sign that says, part of the superior race, and they're spelled everything completely wrong, and it's like, thanks for the advertisement of the race I don't want to be a part of.
There's only one P in that, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
One P in superior.
You need some some chlorine in your gene pool.
By the way, no A's out there.
Exactly.
It's not superior.
Okay, now this text pisses me off.
Oh, God, here we go.
Ross isn't even an elder lord yet. Yeah, I got stuck in the video game, dude. I couldn't beat it. I'm stuck. I'm 110 hours in, and I can't level up enough, bro. I don't have the right sword.
I love
my sword of night and flame is not strong enough.
And there we go. That's how you kill the argument.
Who said that? Oh, I'm peeved. Oh, the tea is ready. Because the kettle's screaming, Jim.
Somebody pissed off the tuba player.
Oh.
Somebody made the tubist angry. And now he is riled up.
Oh.
All right, 407-916-1041. Of course, you can always text us easily at Rauce. It's ROSSUCE.
No. None of that.
Make it legal, not illegal. Of course, that's ELLEGIALECVI.
Don't forget the A in superior.
All right, 407-916 superior, you mean?
Yeah.
2 P's. 407-916-1041. Back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
Staying one step ahead of the algorithms. Real Radio 104.1 on Facebook. Find it and like it. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Seeing some slow traffic south on the Turnpike now between 417 and US 192. Northbound 417, a stop-and-go ride from a crash taking up the right lane between Moss Park Road and the Beach Line. And westbound travel on I-4 still very heavy between Fairbanks Avenue and Ivanhoe Boulevard and also near World Drive. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Beacon Roofing. Beacon understands that every second counts. That's why they use their unique network of branches to get roofers what they need when they need it. Products from top brands like GAF and orders delivered on time and complete. Go to BECN.com to start building with Beacon today. Beacon, always building.
Time to get that new bathroom. Rebathroom at Florida can do that for you with a brand new, beautiful bathroom that will look great for many, many years. The holidays will be here before you know it. It is time to level up with a new bathroom from Rebath. These guys can really get you a beautiful bathroom with incredible products, insane craftsmanship, and they get it installed in just 4 to 6 days. That's not a misspeak. Not weeks, not months. Days. Here's how they do that, by the way. You go to the showroom. It's very easy to find. 436 up in Altamont, right across from Kobe. And you walk in and you pick out the stuff you like. Now, you'll see some models when you go in. That's just to show you what the products look like. You guys pick the products. The design team helps you come up with a great idea. You basically build it beforehand in the showroom, and then you install it. That's why they get it in there so quickly. And they even do the demo as well. And like I said, when you log onto the website, you'll see those before and afters. Look at those. Look how amazing that looks. Natural stone, travertine, and marble cut perfectly. No grout lines. And they have everything. The sinks, the tub, the tile, the lighting, it's all there. Stop by, look at them, and then get your bathroom, man. They're waiting for you right now at rebathmidfla.com.
This hour of talk is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.
If you are ready to start looking for a new home or refinance the one you're in, then you need Brad Siebert at wearenotthebanks.com. Direct mortgage lenders. We Are Not the Banks has loans for all types of buyers, good credit or bumps in your credit, and all types of loans, VA loans, conventional, even jumbo and no income documentation loans. Brad Siebert can guide you through the process. Just go to wearenotthebanks.com to get started. NMLS ID number 1169, equal housing opportunity.
From the team who brought you Atlanta Monster and Up and Vanished comes the new true crime podcast, La Monstra. In the 80s and 90s, Belgium was plagued by a real-life monster whose crimes are among the darkest in that country's history.
A psychopath is somebody who understands emotions. His whole being was a really deep and evil man.
Listen to La Monstra. That's LEMONSTRE on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Tools Ace Hardware has a huge selection of colors from all the best brands, including Benjamin Moore and Magnolia Home by Joanna Gaines. You can also bring in a sample and get a perfect color match to any color you want. Plus, every Tools Ace Hardware has a dedicated paint department specialist to give you expert advice on your paint project. Tools Ace also has everything else you need, like brushes, drop cloths, rollers, and paint trays. Tools Ace Hardware with 11 convenient locations in Central Florida, or you can shop online at acehardware.com for free in-store pickup or delivery, even for paint. Tools Ace, your local helpful place.
People often ask me, how much money do I have to pay you up front to be my personal lawyer? The answer is nothing. It's free unless we win. What about a slip and fall or car crash case? Free unless we win.
Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Every Thursday at Tijuana Flats, we're throwing back the prices. Get a burrito or bowl, chips, and a drink for $7.99. Order your Throwback Thursdays favorites for just $7.99 at your local Tijuana Flats or through the app. Tijuana Flats, always keeping it fresh.
I'm Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt, and this is my client, Will.
I saw a car accident. There was another incoming vehicle and hit me pretty good. This was in the middle of the night, and I was able to get a hold of someone. If you're injured on the go, just call Mo.
Prospective client may not obtain same or similar results.
Hurricane season is here, and if you're in an older home with flimsy, outdated windows, your family and property could be at risk. Don't bother with shutters. Go with impact-resistant glass and save money. And you do that with my friends at FHIA Remodeling. They've been helping homeowners replace their old windows with ones that are hurricane tough and energy efficient. They're experts. The factory certified installers use premium materials. They get the work done fast, and it's quality you can trust. That's why so many homeowners have chosen FHIA and recommend their friends and family do the same. And right now they're having their Fall Into Savings event. That means windows are buy one, get one 40% off, all their other products 20% off, or you can make no payments and pay no interest till August of next year. Plus, there's no sales tax for those impact-resistant windows and doors. Call them today. Schedule a risk-free in-home consultation at 407-5100. That's 407-500-0100. They can show up to your house as soon as the next day. The consultant will bring full product samples and a visualizer to design your project and leave you with an exact quote that same day. Call FHIA Remodeling at 407-5100.
America's leading internet provider just got even faster. Switch to Spectrum Internet, and you now get starting speeds of up to 300 megabits per second. Faster speeds for streaming, faster speeds for gaming, faster speeds for working or learning, all with 99.9% network reliability. So no matter what you do online, you can do it better, safer, and now even faster with Spectrum Internet. Visit Spectrum.com for details. Based on internet subscribers among top ISPs, speeds may vary. Restrictions apply.
News never stops, and now you never have to take a break from the station that brings you the news. Download the free iHeartRadio app and listen to any station, anytime, all for free. Want even more, but don't want to pay? Good, we've got that. Discover podcasts from your favorite radio hosts, podcasts that take you further into the story, podcasts that give you stories you never knew existed. Always free. Don't pay for the news you want and the stations you love. Download the free iHeartRadio app today. Available now in the App Store.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. Thanks for listening today. We appreciate that. Rain hasn't set in yet, thank God. Usually we're getting destroyed by now.
Yeah. It's another day where it seems like the showers have split over our area, Maitland, Orlando, and a lot of rain to the north, a lot of rain to the south.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. I want to remind you guys we're going to be out at the Margaritaville Sunset Walk at the Promenade there, having a good time October 1st. Of course, we love to go out there and host the Best Of Challenge. This time it's the Best Of Signature Dish. All these restaurants out there, all 15 of them, are going to make something really tasty. What they think is the best thing they make, they're going to put it out there for only $20. You can come in and taste every single one of them. And these are not just bites, guys. These are... it's a serving for sure. So again, Margaritaville Sunset Walk Challenge, the Best Of edition, is coming up, and you can get your tickets at sunsetwalk.com.
This is the one I'm actually looking the most forward to because it's each restaurant's choice of what they think their best dish is.
That's right.
So instead of asking all of them to come up with a burger or a dessert,
they can rip it.
But now they can rip it. Now you're going to get to taste their best.
And they're coming in Monday, I believe. And we get to taste some of the delicious food they're going to have out there. The gig is just in a couple of weeks. And these are such great events. They do such a good job at putting these on. It's so easy to get there. It's easy to park. You walk right in. It's not like some big long walk like a theme park thing. You literally park and walk right through the gates and have a great time. Family fun. Family friendly, I should say.
Yeah.
Live music, DJ.
Car show.
It's a blast. Again, sunsetwalk.com. Get your tickets. I will remind you, and I say this, it did sell out last year a week early.
Yep.
Okay, it's a week early, last year. So you definitely want to get involved with it and get your tickets if you definitely want to go. By the way, if you want to come and just check out everything else, it's free.
That's free, but again,
only for the food is the money.
$20.
Yeah, can't lose.
15 restaurants. You will not be able to eat at every restaurant.
It's the cheapest meal you'll have this month.
Oh, yeah, it is.
All right, 407-916-104. And I'm Jim, Deb, and Ross are here as well. Jack joins us again tomorrow. So, it's funny. When the COVID thing hit, we started, we were getting information as it was being fed to us.
I'll never forget when COVID first hit, first week. we were in a boardroom. Out of a movie, Jim. This guy walked in. He had a pamphlet of papers.
This is at Universal?
No, this was here.
Where? Here?
At iHeart when we had our pre-show meeting.
Right.
And this guy walked in and he had all these papers stapled together. And he had a white button-up shirt and it was disheveled. It was falling apart from the top. It was rolled up. He was sweating and he just slapped papers on our table and we just had our 6th case. And then he walked out, and I was like, I've never seen that guy. Who is that guy? And I've never seen him
really
again.
It's funny, I don't remember that.
I remember this guy looking like he was part of the president's cabinet.
Who was that?
I don't know, but he had silver hair, and it was slicked back, too. It was so funny to me.
I'll never forget when it happened, though, because if you remember, it happened 4 days before I was supposed to leave for my golf tournament.
Oh yeah,
it was right there in the middle of March.
We were. We were literally in real time finding out with you because the golf course was like, nah, we're still having it.
Right, and a lot of the information they did wind up shortening the event for 2 days.
They did, yeah.
But a lot of the information we were getting, we're just kind of getting it was being fed to us. We were checking all the wires. Deb has all that stuff ready to go, so she has updates that come to her before anybody gets it, and we were just kind of giving it out. Well, a couple years later. The information from polling has kind of come through, and now we kind of find out what was really kind of going on behind the scenes with people during COVID. What they were doing, where they were going, how their lives were changing. And the AP released this today, and I have to tell you, I thought it was fascinating. There is something that increased threefold during COVID. Now, what this is, by the way, is they do this survey, 3.5 million households,
all right,
to provide 11 billion estimates each year about commuting, internet access, family life, income, education levels. They use this for everything, and they use this information to decide where the federal money goes. Right. So they interview all these people, and they kind of find out where the bubbles are. Go, okay, well, we can get more money there because that seems to be a problem. More people are answering that way, or we can do this. We can increase this budget, whatever the case may be. But during this, to find out this information, they found out a bunch of other stuff as well. And some of the things were kind of interesting. What do you think the percentage of married couples in a household stayed? Do you think it stayed or increased or decreased during COVID? In other words, people who are cohabitating and not married. Do you think that increased or decreased?
Oh, I would say
I'll go increase.
I'll say decrease.
Yeah, it increased. People living together unmarried rose to 7.2% in 2021 to 6.6% in 2000 from that in 2019. But the one that is unbelievable, right? By the way, it says 87% of the people said that they didn't move. Yeah, everybody stayed put. Let's see another one here. Households with a computer rose from 92.9% to 95%.
Well, yeah, everybody's working and school from home. It's interesting. We bought our house in 2020 during the
right.
And moved.
Internet subscriptions rose from 86 to 90% of all households have an internet subscription. It's amazing that 10% don't when you think about it. But here's the one that gets me.
That's because they're still waiting for Starlink.
Right.
I bet you those 10% just don't trust it.
Exactly.
I ain't letting no microwave waves giving me data.
Here is the one that kills me. Ready? The people who identify as multiracial in America, the people who identify as multiracial jumped from 3.4% in No. to 12.6%.
COVID
in 2021.
COVID caused us not to be as racist?
No. In other words,
Definitely
instead of me, or if somebody just identifying as Caucasian, they would say, maybe mixed race Caucasian and Latino, or Caucasian and African American, or whatever the case may be. That jumped 3 times, from 3.5% to 12.5%.
I know why.
And a decline in people identifying as white only from 72% to 61%. It dropped 10%. During COVID, people decided they weren't white.
You saw the videos of the Karens around the world.
Oh, man.
I'm telling you, I think it was a splash of Karens embarrassing us. God, stop it. Please. I'm not a part of this. And I think it was because they stayed home and they were like, I'm bored as hell. 23andMe, why not?
Ancestry.com. Find out that they're like, I didn't know I had that in my history.
That's amazing, right? I read that. I had to reread that thing 4 times. I'm like, are you kidding?
We were
during
so
COVID,
bored.
we just figured out we were different people?
No, during COVID, we're like, you know what? Not enough is changing around here. Let's change my...
That's unbelievable, right?
Let's change my ethnicity.
Are they just identifying with it? Because
I don't make any. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me. But I will always find it super funny.
Right.
And I think it's like such a screaming minority. But there has been a handful of people that are like, nah, I'm white, but I identify as Puerto Rican.
Right.
That's weird.
That's not how it works.
Yeah, it's like,
right. Yeah, look, because you have a Bad Bunny record.
Right. It's
the jump in people who identify as multiracial from 3.4% in 2019 went up to 12.5% in 2021.
Did the researchers explain?
And a decline in people identifying as white alone from 72% to 61%. 10% of white people went, I don't know. I don't know anymore. I'm not 100 on this anymore. There's got to be something else in there.
They're just on Sundays watching a major in golf, and they're like, nah, it just doesn't hit me the same way.
And that says the period between surveys overlap with social justice issues like George Floyd, attacks against Asian Americans. It led to some multiracial people who previously might have identified as a single race to embrace all of their backgrounds. So in other words, you know what that means, obviously. I always wondered what 23andMe may have had to do with this. Like, as people got more information on their past. And
I don't know if 23andMe...
it breaks it down.
Oh, does it?
Oh, yeah, it breaks it down. Yeah, I mean, it tells you like you're 90%, the Eastern European, 4% Sub-Saharan African.
I like how you're saying, though, that it breaks it down like 23andMe is about to throw down cardboard and just dance.
That's exactly.
I would love to get it done.
My wife got hers and ran through the house yelling, I'm 1% Sub-Saharan African. It was just kind of funny. She goes, I got that booty. That's where I got my booty.
Speaking of just white people in general, I have to stop myself short of putting the last white guy Infinity Stone into my white guy Infinity Gauntlet. I really want to get a 23andMe for my dog.
They do it.
They do it. Yeah, I heard that the results aren't very accurate, but every time I do that, I'm like, oh, that's heavy Caucasian vibes right there. I have... that's pretty big.
No, I would think that would be cool.
It would be cool. That's why I really want to do it. But I also don't really trust the results.
Yeah. Exactly.
My Papillon breed that's mixed is going to come back like a Great Dane or something.
And you don't want to find that out if you paid a lot for your dog, right? If you pay like $3,500 and it comes back and your dog's like a junkyard dog.
Ignorance is bliss, baby.
That's exactly. And the older I get, the more I realize sometimes I don't want to know everything.
Yeah, you damn sure don't.
I don't want to know some things.
It says here during the study they found out that commutes dropped from 27.5 minutes to 25.5 minutes. So 2 minutes on your commute dropped off your commute during COVID. Return to office starts and stops went from 5.7% to almost 18% in 2021.
I wonder if it's like a slow grow or just like an overnight thing when the people are like, I'm not white anymore.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I really don't. I mean, I don't know if it's...
I got to think it's the boredom of the pandemic, a lot of Ancestry.com or 23andMe, and then people and then you add in, a soupçon of, social injustice issues.
A soupçon.
And then,
That's a great word, by the way.
I love that word.
It starts with an E, right?
I've never used it. Honestly, I don't even think I've ever heard it, but I like it. I like it a lot.
A soupçon. Just a dash.
A splash.
Just a splash.
Just a touch.
A soupçon. That's what it is. Yeah. Just a
an iota.
Which obviously starts with an A.
Right, yeah. All right, 407-916-1041. And it says, by the way, that these cultural shifts like this this is not a new phenomenon.
No.
That this has happened before in America. I guess maybe during the 60s it happened, maybe during the 30s.
Well, definitely during the, early years of the last century, the last millennium, when you had an influx of Irish, Italian, immigrants. We've gone through these Asian immigrants.
Right.
We've gone through this before.
That's crazy, man. I was reading this today. It's the AP, if you want to check it out, by the way. It's in today's, that's Associated Press. And by the way, a reliable news source.
Associated Press?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean,
love that word.
Damn near as good as you can get. Reuters,
AP, Reuters, yeah, Knight Ritter.
When your news is like almost putting you to sleep, it's good.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
If
it doesn't lead with a whole bunch of opinions.
I would love to do one of these things because I'd be so fascinated. My cousin did like Ancestry.com, and his mother is from Italy, and his father is my mom's brother. So Colombian and Italian. Do you know what he came out, what his ethnicity came out more than anything?
What?
German.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why somebody just texted in and said the same thing. During COVID, my friend found out he's actually half Puerto Rican instead of full white.
Boom.
Over a game they were playing. Opened his 23andMe and called his mom and found out his dad wasn't really his dad.
Oh, my God. Well, that's why we say those places have those special departments to handle phone calls from people who are like, I just kind of found something out.
Yeah, I found out about 100% WTF.
Exactly.
That's what I just found out. I thought it was white, but I just found out I had absolutely no idea.
This is a crazy text to me. I've never even thought about this before. A text comes in and says, I'm mixed race. It changed because there's a mixed race option now on an application, but before he was filling out white and black on applications, just putting both.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I cannot believe they don't have a mixed race box.
Well, no, they do.
Oh, I was going to say, that seems almost irresponsible.
Yeah. But that's, I don't know, it's just something, put yourself in somebody else's shoes, and then you understand that, like, for the longest time, that question was borderline impossible to answer with one bubble.
I think my brother identifies as Caucasian while I identify Hispanic.
Yeah. Somebody just typed in here, and I kind of know what they're saying. It sounds weird to read it. There's no advantage to being white anymore. That's why they're not doing it. That's why people aren't saying they're white anymore. And I don't mean that to sound like a nationalist or a racist or anything, but there's just no advantage anymore. It's kind of refreshing to hear you say there at least was one at one point.
Yeah.
A lot of people deny that as well. The race issue in America is so difficult to talk about right now, simply because you go with the CRT thing. They want what they want to teach in school and social studies and things of that nature, and they want to really not downplay, but I just think you should tell the truth as it is, and the people who are reading the information kind of figure out how they want to process it. But what happened in this country up until the mid 60s was pretty obvious. Everybody kind of understood that.
But we share it because my best friend is a black Englishman, and he can tell you that DWB exists over the pond just like it does here. He's a car nut like you. So buy a car, fix a car, like you could eat off his engine block. He was driving a really nice car through Birmingham, England, and the police would pull him over so many times because how do you have that car?
Driving while black?
He used to just keep the papers on his passenger seat.
Oh, that's crazy.
And so one time he gets pulled over, and the cop comes up to the window, or the bubby, and he's already got his papers in the hand, and the officer's like, how did you know I was going to stop you? And the exchange was, right? He ended up being let go because he was pulled over for nothing. He could prove that the car was his. So,
wow.
And we're seeing it on display right now with Harry and Meghan Markle.
Yeah.
We're seeing how the crowd responds to Meghan Markle during the walkabout.
Not good.
So it's a shared history we have, right?
Yeah, of course.
It's a shared history.
Guy texts in here and says, my 86-year-old mom asked me and my sister not to get DNA test until she until she died.
Terrifying.
No. My father was a truck driver and traveled the world. I could have siblings all over the place.
Sick.
I can't. No, I can't.
Did you do 23?
That's a family secret.
Did you do it yet?
Nah, I don't care.
My wife did it and my mother-in-law did it, and they wanted me to do it so bad, but I am not doing it. I don't, man, it's something and you ever have one of those feelings you don't know why something feels so intrinsically wrong, but everything in your body tells you no? Like
that's how I feel about them.
And even when you look at it logically, you're like, what harm could it really do? And I'm just like, man, I don't know, man. I don't know if I want myself on record like that. Again, we went through my trust issues earlier in the program. I just don't know, man. I just not sending blind DNA samples into whomever.
I'm super curious, Deb. You said something earlier, and I can't stop thinking about it. I'm super interested. You said that your brother identifies as white and you identify as Spanish. Is that the poll
Hispanic,
quote?
yeah.
Hispanic?
Really, you put full Hispanic when you
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's just why? How is that different? I'm assuming full blood brother.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I
that
guess
is an interesting
because
question.
I guess because for me, I mean, I'm first generation American on my mother's side, right?
Yeah.
So I'm the first person from her family born in the United States.
And he was the second?
And he's my younger brother. And then the other aspect of it really is because that's the only family I ever knew. You know, my father's family, they didn't really want anything to do with us and proved it repeatedly over the years. So I'm not going to honor their part of my history. I'm going to give that to the family that's always welcomed me with open arms.
You know, the interesting thing about my 23andMe is, years ago, I had a friend give me a family history, like a family tree as a gift. It was actually kind of cool.
Oh, that's cool.
And I went up losing it in a move. But it was like 3 inches thick. And I didn't remember that. But my family comes in through Jackson, Mississippi, and apparently my lineage is pretty deep there and would be relatively easy to trace. But our family goes back to hundreds of years, man. I mean, it goes back a long time. But the weird thing is on my mom's side, I don't know what that would look like because they came in through the South as well, through Alabama and stuff. But I don't know. I don't know if it's this. It doesn't have the same kind of provenance. It feels like as my dad's side.
And for me, I can figure out where the German came from, right? Because my great grandfather was emigrating to the United States, ended up getting on the wrong ship.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Remember, his sisters and his parents ended up coming to the United States.
Aren't we supposed to be taking a left?
He ended up in Panama.
That's crazy.
So
that's insane.
Because our family last name on the island is Kirschman.
I feel like
you can't get more German than
Right.
Kirschman.
Like I feel like I forgot something.
Exactly.
You guys ever? I feel like I forgot something. Is it my phone? No.
Seriously.
Something is missing.
And
Where?
the ship's captain ended up adopting him when he saw this 9-year-old, German boy that couldn't speak English or Spanish.
It's a real Home Alone.
It really is. It really is.
That's a great story, by the way.
I think we're taking a left anytime soon, right?
And he built the house on the island that is
Damn.
still standing.
That's baller status.
It really is.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Load them up. Let's do trivia right after this.
Left anyone?
We have a prize. Get on board at 407-916-1041. Jim Colbert Show Trivia is brought to you by Cento Family Moving and Storage. That's CENTO moving.com.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Staples Stores.
Roger Federer retired from tennis today, saying he was given a special talent, but never thought he'd play at a high level into his 40s. 2 key starters will miss Florida's game against USF on Saturday night. Linebacker Ventrell Miller and right tackle Michael Tarquin are nursing lower body injuries. And People magazine reports Gisele Bündchen has given Tom Brady an ultimatum to walk away from football after this season or call it quits on their marriage. I'm Scott Davidson.
Staples Print and Marketing Services help small businesses create bold signs to make big impressions. Right now, get $10 off custom printed signs, banners, and posters when you spend $50 or more. Offer ends 10/1. Visit staples.com/this is your sign for details. This is your sign to print big at Staples.
Man, Tijuana Flats bringing street corn back to the masses in a major way with a complete street corn takeover of the restaurant this year. A limited time offer, even bigger and better with bold new recipes and flavors starting at only $9.99. Featured in 2 of those entrees, that new chili garlic steak, delicious, marinated in a bold blend of Mexican flavors and flash sear, tossed in their beautiful sauces. So good. And they offer that in 2 different menu items. They're so good. Tacos, quesadillas, burritos, bowls, and street corn side. Get to a Tijuana Flats and try the street corn menu. You are going to love it, and it's only at Tijuana Flats.
Ram Power Days is going on now with our most powerful lineup of trucks ever. Hurry in and don't just feel the power, own it. Right now, get 0% financing for 72 months on the 2022 Ram 1500 Bighorn and Laramie. Not compatible with any other offer. 0% APR financing for 72 months equals $13.89 per month per $1,000 financed for well-qualified buyers through Chrysler Capital regardless of down payment. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for details. Offer ends 10/31/2022.
When you enter a place of business, you're owed a legal duty that the place of business is safe for you to shop in. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you suffered an injury at a place of business, our duty is to protect you after that harm. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.com.
Hey Orlando, Guy Fieri here, a.k.a. the mayor of Flavortown, and guess
guess what? I've been cooking up something special right here in Winter Park. It's my newest restaurant, Chicken Guy, and it is the real deal. Walk on to Chicken Guy at 1792 in Fairbanks in Winter Park. Visit chickenguy.com to learn more.
If you've been involved in a slip and fall accident and are not sure of your legal options, call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 and take back control of your life.
Office in Orlando.
Can health insurance be more than health insurance? Can it help create career opportunities for minorities? Can it help fight poverty? Provide access to healthy food? It can. At Florida Blue, we work with organizations across Florida to level the playing field, including a $25 million commitment to make health solutions available to all. What else can health insurance do? Find out at floridablue.com. Florida Blue, your local Blue Cross Blue Shield. Florida Blue is a trade name of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida, Inc.
The IRS has just received $80 billion in funding to hire 86,000 IRS agents. If you owe the IRS, now is the time to take action before the IRS comes after you or your business. There's no time to waste. Call J. David Tax Law for a no-cost consultation at 407-603-3962. That's 407-603-3962. Or visit jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or phone call away.
Roof now, pay later. Tadlock Roofing offers the best financing in the industry. Get started at tadlockroofing.com.
One name in roofing stands on top. Tadlock.
Tadlockroofing.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts is here to keep your car on the road with our free loaner tool program. Your local store has more than 80 specialty tools available to rent for your next repair. Refundable deposit required. Ask our professional parts people about the loaner tool program today at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Dell Technologies' semi-annual sale has arrived, and it's time to upgrade to the latest business technology. Save big on laptops and desktops with Windows 11 Pro. Plus, get amazing deals on server, storage, and cloud solutions, as well as top work accessories, including docks, monitors, and more. Dell Technologies recommends Windows 11 Pro for business. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL for special business offers during our semi-annual sale.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/trial. That's ZipRecruiter.com/trial.
This hour of Real Radio 104.1 brought to you by FloridaJobsNow.com.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on Twitch.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks again for tuning in on this beautiful Thursday. Rain starting to set in, so if you're driving home, take it easy. Turn us up, slow down. We'll get you all the way to your driveway for sure. You can actually listen to us when you get in. Use the iHeartRadio app.
That's right.
That's right.
You can cuddle with us.
You can.
You can tell Siri, be
That's
like,
right.
hey, girl, listen,
You know.
I want to listen to Big Daddy.
All right, 407-916-1041.
Or don't, not verbatim what I just said. But
I am Jim. Deb is here, and Ross has the sauce jar.
I didn't call him Big Daddy.
I'll shut him up.
I've called him Big Daddy.
All aboard!
Chugga chugga. Choo choo.
Clickety clack, clickety clack.
Oh, excellent.
It's all true because I have a beautiful pair of tickets to see Martin Short and Steve Martin.
What?
2 comedic gods. I'm almost done with Steve Martin's book, by the way. Phenomenal read, especially if you've ever taken a single foot into the entertainment world. You won't believe what they look like today tour with very special guests Jeff Babco and the Steep Canyon Rangers. Saturday, April 29th at the Dr. Center, Phillips Center. Some hot tickets, Jim. Some real hot tickets. And that is your sauce jar, which is brought to you by
Cento Family Moving and Storage. Go local and support a family-owned and operated Orlando moving and storage company that loves our show just as much as you do, because if you mention it, you will get a discount.
Mm-hmm.
So book them today, Dano, at centomoving.com. That's C-E-N-T-O moving.com. Big Daddy, back to you.
Thanks, Deb. I appreciate that.
Excuse
Ross,
me?
Who goes first today?
What's up, Big Daddy? Let's welcome.
Stop it.
So she could say it, but I can't.
Oh, my God.
Well, whatever.
Both of you.
Your Palaka vibes are showing off. Big Daddy, let's welcome Janet.
Janet.
Hey.
Hey, Janet, how you doing?
I'm doing great, thanks.
You got it. You want to play a little game with us?
Uh-huh.
All right, let's do it.
Show.
Don't you be mean.
Want to go to Disney?
You want me to slap them for you?
All right, Janet.
What a snicker.
This is a very easy game. Got a question here for you. 4 answers. One of those answers is a lie. If you can find it, off to the sauce jar you go, and to Steve Martin and Martin Short next year for a cool ticket. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. On this day in 1916, the first tanks were used in an armed conflict.
Oh, wow.
How about that? On this day. Here are 3 fun facts about tanks and one 120 millimeter lie.
That's a big one.
It is. Number 1, not even one M1A1 Abrams tank has been destroyed by enemy fire. Number 2, since 1945, all British-made tanks include a hot plate for making tea. Number 3, British tanks are gendered. Tanks with cannons are males, and tanks with machine gun turrets are females. And lastly, the first tank was simply an armored jeep with a single gunner standing up. Which one of those is a lie?
The first one.
No, that's absolutely true.
Really?
Yeah, the M1A1 Abrams tank has never been taken out by enemy fire. And if I think I read right, the only one that's been taken out, it was friendly fire.
Whoa.
If you can imagine that.
That is crazy.
By the way, that's a monster machine, that thing. God almighty. You talking about an impressive piece of engineering.
Yeah.
That thing is bananas. Who's next?
Let's welcome Lindsay.
Lindsay right there at the bottom. Lindsay, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. We're talking about tanks, Lindsay. Tell me which one of these is a lie. Number 1, since 1945, all British-made tanks include a hot plate for making tea. Number 2, British tanks are gendered. Tanks with cannons are males, and tanks with machine gun turrets are females. And lastly, the first tank was simply an armored jeep with a single gunner standing up.
It's the one about gender.
No, that's true.
You're kidding.
That's absolutely true.
Not surprised.
Brits call tanks with cannons males and machine gun turrets females. Who's next?
Guys, this next caller, as soon as he called, he realized that he was on speakerphone, and he goes, "I'm so sorry, you're on speakerphone. I'll turn you off. I'll go regular phone call." And I was like, "Dude, whatever number you want, you're going." That was sweet music to my ears. Let's welcome Ben.
Ben, how are you?
I'm doing great now.
Buddy, you got a 50-50 shot at getting a pretty cool ticket here. We're talking about tanks. Tell me which one of these isn't true. Number 1, since 1945, all British-made tanks include a hot plate for making tea. Or lastly, the first tank was simply an armored jeep with a single gunner standing up.
Oh, my goodness. I should know this, but I don't. So I'm going to number 1.
No, that's true.
Really?
Absolutely. Since 1945, every tank made in Britain has a hot plate inside so you can make a cup of tea.
That's how important tea is to the Brits.
James?
Yes, sir.
How are you, my friend?
I'm doing good. I love a default W.
All right, I do too. Nothing right. Tell me if this is real. The first tank was simply an armored jeep with a single gunner standing up.
That is not real.
That is not real, buddy. You're a winner. I'm going to put you on hold. Enjoy the show. Be sure to let us know how it went because it's supposed to be pretty darn good. All right, some other things you may not know about tanks before we move over to Ross Thoughts. This is actually one of the best little trivia bits I've ever heard. Why do you think they call it a tank? Where do you think the name came from?
One of the lead engineers.
It is not one of the lead engineers, and you're going to love this because this is World War stuff, and you are into it. So obviously World War I was the first time it was used.
So it's right. So
why do they call them tanks? No one ever, in my life, you just use the word tank.
Is it an acronym?
That's what I was just about to ask.
No, it's not an acronym.
So it's not a tactical.
Nope.
I have no idea.
It's so good.
No idea.
Listen to this. When they were developing the tank, the idea of it, to keep it secret, the British Armed Forces referred to them as water-carrying vehicles because they didn't want any other countries finding out they were building an armored gunning machine. So when they saw them, they said, oh, that's a mobile water-delivering vehicle. And that's why they call them tanks, like a tank of water.
Oh,
that is where it came from.
Wow.
Yeah, hence the name tank. And that is why they call them tanks, because they were told to be tanks of water. When people ask, if spies are looking at them trying to figure out what it is, they would go back and say, well, they were just water carriers. And it turns out to be one of the most effective weapons in war history. Many enslaved workers, in other words, when the Germans would capture people, they would enslave them to help build more war implements.
Oh, yeah.
But what happened was they had them build the tanks. And every one of them, well, a lot of the Nazi tanks were sabotaged by the workers because they hired the workers. They enslaved them to build them. So the workers started making the tanks obsolete. And that's why a lot of the German tanks failed and broke down in war.
Wow. So you mean the same ones Russia's using today?
Oh, got their ass. Yeah. And then lastly here, what country do you think has the most tanks in their arsenal? This is actually a bit shocking.
So it's shocking, so it's not us.
It's shocking how much more or how many more this country has than the next country.
China.
No.
Oh, God, North Korea.
No.
Man, I am at a loss.
Come on, man. Are you kidding? It's our biggest adversary.
I'll go Russia.
Russia, that's right. How many more? They're first and we're second. How many more tanks do you think Russia has than us?
2-1.
5-1.
No, it's not quite 5-1, but it's more than 2-1.
Wow.
They have 22,710. We have 9,000.
Yeah, but ours work.
That's a big difference.
The one thing I know about tanks in the history of World War II is the Battle of Kursk, which is looked at as one of, if not the biggest battle that centered around tanks. Over 6,000 tanks in a single battle.
I read about that.
Wow.
You know, the last war fought with singular tanks was in Iraq. There was a big tank battle out there in the middle of the desert somewhere, and it was supposed to be epic, man, just like this insane, almost video game-like war scene, and it was all just tanks maneuvering.
And a lot of historians, and I'm also on the side of this, the Battle of Kursk is really what kind of just deflated and ended the Nazi attempt on going east.
Yeah.
Well,
it just was such a spanking for against Nazi Germany that it just ruined all of their chances of trying to, accomplish and win the battle out east.
And we're seeing that with Putin right now because those early tank losses at the beginning, the early days of the invasion of Ukraine showed that, you can have all the technology and machinery that you need, but if you don't have the training,
that's right,
you're going to end up having miles and miles of tanks sitting empty, no gas and nowhere to go, just sitting ducks.
Or having their tops popped.
Yeah, exactly.
What's coming up for thoughts, buddy?
Guys,
Quick.
we did this not too long ago, and I feel like it's time to bring back more positivity.
Okay.
A lot of people are stressed out. We need to appreciate the small, mundane, positive things in our lives.
I love it. I agree with that 1,000%.
So if you're trying to smile and if you're down in the dumps, this next Rauce Thoughts is for you. You're going to appreciate some things that you have not appreciated in quite some time.
Absolutely. We'll do that next.
You know you're going to waste part of your day on social media, so why not waste it with us? Real Radio 1041 on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Klausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, contact Klausman Law at klausmanlaw.com.
Well, we have a concert tonight at Camping World Stadium at 6:30, so watch for some extra heavy traffic along OBT, north of the 408, along Church Street, South Street, Rio Grande Avenue, and other surrounding roadways there. Westbound travel on I-4 still very heavy between Fairbanks Avenue and Ivanhoe Boulevard. See traffic problems, call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is paid for by NHTSA. Leaving a child in a hot vehicle can lead to their death very quickly. If you see a child left unattended, call 911. If the child looks unresponsive, Do what it takes to get him or her out safely. Brought to you by NHTSA.
You know, everything from the grocery store to the gas pump is costing more now, and that includes the cost of glasses and contact lenses. Don't let inflation keep you from getting better vision. Visit the Filatowski Eye Institute for Smile LASIK, the latest state-of-the-art LASIK technology. It's minimally invasive with fast recovery times. Actually, most people are back to work or school the very next day. How awesome would it be to stop spending month after month, year after year on glasses and contact lenses? At the Filatowski Eye Institute, you can still qualify for 0% interest for 24 months, and all you have to do, simply text 1041 to 868686 and schedule that appointment today. Again, it's easy. Just text 1041 to 868686 and get on the path to better vision today. Having trouble with your AC? Call our friends at Mills Air, 407-277-1159. With 30 years of experience, they can certainly help you out. Carrier factory authorized dealers with up to $1,275 in rebates towards that brand new Carrier unit. Family owned and operated, it's millsair.com.
Dunkin' is already ready for you to fall hard because fall starts whenever you say it starts, which means it's time for you to get to your fall refresh. Grab a new Blood Orange Dunkin' Refresher. Blood Orange and cranberry flavors mixed with fall spices. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms apply.
A beautiful new fence from our friends at Mossy Oak Fence increases the safety and security for your family, your children, and your pets. Have children in a pool? Ask about their custom pool fences. Visit mossyoakfences.com and let the Mossy family protect your family.
Pro painters, let's help you get to your next job sooner and save some money along the way. Get same-day and next-day delivery on top-rated Behr paints, stains, and primers delivered straight to your job site, only from the Home Depot. And with the help of our Behr Pro Paint specialists, you can rest easy knowing you're getting the best paint delivered to you on time at an everyday low price. Plus, pros earn discounts with the Pro Extra Paint Rewards program. Schedule your Behr paint delivery today. The Home Depot. How doers get more done.
You know how right when you wake up, you start craving food, but you're not entirely sure what you're wanting? Psst, it's McDonald's. The new crispy chicken biscuit, to be exact. You want the one thing that's so crispy, so juicy, and oh so tender, sandwiched between two buttery, flaky biscuits. You want the good stuff. And now you can mix and match 2 for $6, including the sausage McMuffin with egg and bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
A meal at McDonald's brings my family closer together. And now that same meal helps bring other families closer together. When we order a family bundle deal that has 40 crispy chicken McNuggets and 2 large fries, McDonald's donates 50 cents to local Florida Ronald McDonald House Charities chapters, providing a home away from home so families can stay close to their child during medical care. We can also round up our order and the extra will get donated. Food, family, and helping others? What could be better? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
Great meals start with fresh groceries. From corn on the cob to hot dog buns, Kroger's delivery pros guarantee your order is handled with care, so it arrives at your door just right. For groceries at a great price. Order now at Kroger.com. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
As a Boost member, get free next-day grocery delivery, double fuel points, and more. Sign up at Kroger.com/boost.
Identity theft shows no signs of slowing down. In fact, more than $14 billion were stolen last year. That's a criminal success story and a wake-up call for everyone else. It can be dangerously easy to steal your identity. LifeLock by Norton makes it easy to help protect yourself. If you become a victim, LifeLock will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% their first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com.
Hi, I'm Lisa Booth for Bishop Gold Group. Are you worried about your financial future as retirement gets closer? All over the country, soon-to-be retirees are fearing for their financial future as markets remain volatile. Bishop Gold Group helps you invest in gold and gold IRAs to protect your wealth and retirement during times of high inflation and wild swings in the market. Secure your future today. Contact Bishop Gold Group by dialing pound 250 from a mobile phone and say the keyword Bishop Gold, or visit bishopgoldgroup.com.
Local or long distance, when it's time to move, let Cento Family Moving and Storage move you. CentoMoving.com.
Can health insurance be not just a thing, but a place? With a door you can walk through where you'll find health solutions for all your needs, where you can talk in person with a nurse or meet with experts who can help you manage billing issues. It can. At your local Florida Blue Center, you'll find all this and more. Come see for yourself. What else can health insurance do? Find out at floridablue.com. Florida Blue, your local Blue Cross Blue Shield. Florida Blue Centers do not replace your doctor. Florida Blue is a trade name of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida, Inc.
One name in roofing stands on top. Tadlock.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind studio. Your accident, your future, your attorney. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or call pound 546 from your cell. You're listening to WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now number 1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Got a big gig coming up October 1st, sunsetwalk.com. It's our big best of challenge. Hope to see you there. Get your tickets at sunsetwalk.com. All of us will be there, having a good-ass time all day long. Well, not all day, but most of the day. A lot of the day. All right, I'm Jim. Deb is here.
Part of the day.
And Sauce is as well. Let's get some Ross thoughts.
Shoot it!
Shoot it!
It's
Hey, I see a
weird.
gap.
It's funny.
Well, it's time to shoot the gas.
Sometimes it's Ross, spelled like sauce.
Ross Thoughts.
It's Ross Thoughts.
Is brought to you by Mills Air. Guys, it's time. I feel like there's so much positivity that gets overlooked.
I would agree with that.
You know, attitude should be, or gratitude is the attitude.
That's right.
Right?
100%.
It's not just that one cheap scholastic banner that your third grade teacher had.
Nope. Too blessed to be depressed.
And by the way, I lose that sometimes. I lose that. I'll be the first to admit I kind of get ahead of myself sometimes and don't understand to give gratitude where it's needed, and I got to do a better job of that. But I get into that rut at times.
And yeah, you are not alone.
Right.
The constant same thing. You get on a schedule and then you stop appreciating some things that actually went your way.
That's right. Yeah,
You're too down in a hole to even be able to pick up on, like, oh my God, I just got so freaking lucky. How about this?
Okay. So explain what we're doing again, so everybody knows. Okay, so I want to make sure what you're trying to do is find the positivity in some of the most mundane things that happen to you every day that you don't really give enough credit to.
Yeah, because it's very easy to overlook. First one, tell me how good this feels when this happens.
Okay, I'm ready.
You get goosebumpies.
Okay.
When you're in a parking lot and it is slammed, looking at you, Trader Joe's.
Oh my God! How about the casino over in Tampa? My God, man, you could drive around that parking garage for a month.
The parking lot is full. And you're just driving, hoping, and then you see two beautiful, shimmering, shiny.
Oh my God! It's like Rudolph's nose.
Brake lights flip on.
Oh yeah.
And then you go, oh yeah. That's it.
That's it.
That's the promised land. That's the land of the milk and honey. When
so
you
good.
are looking for a parking spot and you see those two red lights glow.
Yep.
And then it gets even better. This is also maybe just like a little bit of an ego trip for me.
All right.
As then you are the car that's right next to that car. So then you pull up and you just straight alpha out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're you're letting
like you did something.
Yeah, like you did something. Like
Yeah,
you
right.
kicked them out. But you are planting that American flag on that moon.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Oh yeah. You're staking your claim, dog.
Every car that's driving around looking for a spot, just like you were 10 seconds prior, they know, oh.
You better recognize that
That's
blinker.
right. That's
You better
right.
recognize that
It's a
blinker.
power blinker, dog.
And that's a positive thing that
It is
really gets overlooked.
Oh my, it is so absolutely true.
It's so nice. How about this?
All right.
Loved this.
Okay.
I adore this. Whenever we're all in relationships here, all right? Now, I think this might be more man to women, but I also think women to man still happens here.
All right, I'll let you know.
I looked at my fiance this morning as she's on her flight to Mexico.
Okay.
And when I looked at my fiance, I looked at her necklace and I went, hey, that's a really nice necklace. I've never seen you wear that before. That is going out on a cliff. because there's 2 responses.
Yeah, there sure is. Yeah.
And one of them is real bad.
Yeah.
The first response, worst case scenario, she looks at you and goes, "You bought this for me."
Right, exactly. That's the worst number one. That's terrible.
Number 1 overall draft pick of,
Yeah.
I'm not getting touched.
It seems like this conversation doesn't have a reverse.
Yeah. The second possible outcome is when your partner looks at you and goes,
"Oh,
I just bought this. This is my first time wearing it."
That's right. That's points.
Boom, baby.
you nailed it.
I'm paying attention.
That's right. That's
I
right.
got that second response this morning, and I just had to blow off the dust on my shoulder.
Oh,
Get
man.
off me. Bad relationship, fiance vibes.
That happens in 2 ways with women. If they get their hair done and you're married to them, you better not they better not even be all the way through the door before you say your hair looks wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
You got to text it just blindly.
Right, exactly.
You don't even know how it looks.
You have to ask for a picture of it.
It's so okay. But Deb, does that happen? That like your version of that? I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Like when he has a new shirt on or something, and be
Well,
like,
like,
oh.
yeah, it'll be like, "Oh, nice haircut."
Yeah.
Chris is super low impact, though.
Haircuts are easy layups, though, for the. I mean, as long as you compliment, there's no option. You're not going to goof up like,
Or-
you got this for me.
You know, or his outfit, you know, the effort put into getting dressed.
But if my wife came up and said your scalp has never looked so good, I'm gonna have a problem.
Yeah, there's going to be something.
But
Are
if
you
she
moisturizing?
complimented your outfit,
I know. My sexy eyes.
How about this?
Seductive.
How about this?
All right.
This
I
is for
can't
all
look
the
at you.
forgetful people out there.
Okay, I'm listening closely.
All right.
Because I got bad news for you, buddy. It's setting in quick.
Okay. There's a lot of forgetful people out there. And you know what they don't do? They do not give themselves, they don't appreciate themselves whenever they leave the house to go in their car to go to work or dinner and not have to go back inside of the house because you forgot that one. Damn it.
Every time.
Every time, right?
Man.
But next time when
Really?
when you don't do it, you gotta go, hell yeah.
Oh yeah. I got everything.
this.
Do you do the pocket pat?
Oh, pocket pat. You always
Yeah.
pocket pat.
Pocket pat. Front right is money clip. Back left or back right is phone. Front left keys.
So I'm phone back left, wallet back right, vape left,
Oh yeah.
keys right.
Oh yeah.
So I got 4 things.
Wow, keys right on you. You put your phone in your back left pocket?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's a weird move because now it looks like
Yeah.
I have like a waffle iron in all of my pants. Even when I don't wear it, I got the outprint of an iPhone XR.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. But I always take that. That's a small W right there.
Oh.
When you get in your car and you leave and you're like,
yeah.
oh, my God, I've got everything.
And there's some of these things you expect to be bad, and then when they turned out, like when you go to the airport, you're expecting to be swamped at TSA.
Yeah.
And you turn that corner and there's like nobody there. You're like, oh man, that is such a win.
I know you guys like cars. I know you guys drive
Oh,
fast.
yeah.
I got another car one for you. How about this?
I'm waiting.
You're driving.
Right.
There's the light.
Right.
This one's simple, but people are not appreciating a safe, conservative yellow light. The yellow lights where you go, I don't have to speed. I'm good.
Oh, in other words, there's so much room that it
Yeah.
just turned yellow. You don't have to worry about it turning red while you're under it.
No,
Got
you
it.
don't have to gas it.
Right.
You don't have to do
Oh,
anything.
yeah,
Right,
It
right,
was
right.
just
Right.
divine intervention to be like, nah, homie, you good.
You know,
That's
it's-
how I think God talks.
You know, the cherry on top of that is that the person who was tailgating you behind that,
Oh, yeah.
they get stuck at that light.
And then
Oh,
you
yeah.
get to see that in the rear view.
Oh,
yeah, buddy.
Suck it!
It's so good. So good.
It feels so good.
does.
I've always compared it to I feel like I'm Han Solo getting out of the mouth of that worm in the first Star Wars movie when they're like, oh my god,
We all think of that.
this isn't a cave.
I've got a good one that is it's like for cooks.
Okay, all right, feed me.
But when you roll into Publix and olive oil is BOGO,
Oh, let's
Oh,
go.
there you go.
Let's go.
There you go.
I have to go to the bathroom for a minute for that one. That's a good one. When you get olive oil BOGO at Publix, it's not even the same world, man.
You got to go to the bathroom to make sure you're not an extra virgin.
Right, exactly. Hey,
A little olive oil joke, guys.
Right,
Real
right.
Radio 104.1.
it's robust.
Look, you can't stop us. It's what we're known for is olive oil
Double
jokes.
filtered jokes.
How about this?
Okay.
This one is for all the dog people out there.
Oh, man, we got a bunch of them.
All right.
I'm a dog person.
You're a dog person.
Oh, I got the sweetest
I'm
dog.
a dog person. I
Okay.
just have cats at the moment.
All right.
All right. Well, it kind of defeats them.
Right.
Okay. Well, I digress. Here, when you are a dog person and you are running late, not exactly running late, but you are cutting it close, and then you do you pat your pants. They're like, all right, I got my keys, I got my wallet. I didn't walk Pepper.
Didn't walk the dog.
You didn't walk the dog, and you know your dog's poop schedule.
Oh yeah,
and you're like, damn it, okay, we have to do this. We have to do this. So then you walk your dog. Your dog takes 6 steps, and that fresh Bermuda just lays it down, and you're like, oh my God, we're done.
Right, 30 seconds instead of 4 minutes.
Yes.
Oh, my dog is the worst. I understand that. Oh, so clearly.
So nice.
Oh, man, it's so great when your dog goes out there and it doesn't take a 15 or 20-minute smell tour across your property.
Oh, you've got part Shih Tzu. That's going to always be the case.
Man, this morning she had 3 feet off the sidewalk and she's just letting it rip.
Yeah.
And barely even made it into the grass, letting it rip. Walking and doing it.
This is all about positivity. With that said, screw the dogs that have to think of a novel before they use a bathroom. They're over here doing their... I don't like that. How about this? Last one. When you log into an account, we do this every day here at this job. 2-step authentication.
Authentication.
God, I hate
Give yourself a buzzer.
This is about positivity. I don't want to give myself a buzzer.
You're right.
Deb,
You're right.
God, whatever. 2-step authentication.
There you go.
That hurt. But here you go. That one stung.
Good boy.
Oh my God, positivity.
We're proud of you. We're proud of you.
When a dog poops quick.
Okay.
That's my woosa.
Okay, woosa. Pusa.
When you have 2-step authentication.
It's authentication.
Come on now.
Buzz it.
Buzz it.
I
Buzz
just
it.
already did. Come on.
When you have 2-factor authentication.
Come on. 2-step authentication. And the password that you're given is like 222 333.
Oh, man.
How nice is that?
Oh, that is because I have more authentication like text on my phone than any singular thing.
Same here.
I have 14 years of photographs on my phone, and that's not even a drop in the bucket how many times I have to double authenticate.
Yes!
Give him the buzzer. Yay!
See how stupid permeates you?
When you get...
Oh, man, there's nothing. 111-999.
Oh, my
Loving
God.
It. 101-101. I got one the other day. It was 103-301.
I'm not even religious, but I'll look at a ceiling.
Right, exactly.
And I'll think whatever's up in the skies.
Oh, that is so true.
It is such
those numbers are like 906375. What is that?
Yeah, and then you're like, okay, let me do that, and then 99. Okay, you get it wrong. You're like, okay, well, now, we have to send you a new code. No.
I want another code.
I don't want another code.
I want the code that works.
I just want to see my email.
Right.
Or you wait 10 seconds too long, and then it's like, well, sorry. You can't log in now.
You're locked out.
You're locked out.
Until you die.
How bad? This is about positivity.
Okay.
You're right.
Pusa.
Pusa.
How about this?
Is it Pusa?
That's not. You got to be very careful of that.
Yeah.
Well, I swear I heard you say.
All right, very good.
Is it Wusa?
No, it's Colombia.
It is Colombia, Bingo.
How about this? When your AC isn't working.
Oh, God, you get me with this every time.
So good.
You're so good at this. I'm like.
I'm waiting for the thing.
So was I.
And you call a phenomenal local AC company. I don't know. Let's just say like Mills Air.
Right.
In fact, only Mills Air.
Right.
Because that's the phone call I made.
And when you call them, you can actually hear the text phone ringing in your front yard because they precogged it and already know that you have a problem.
They're waiting for you.
They didn't even know you. They didn't even need your call. They sensed it.
I gave them a call. Steve picked up, and I was like, "I got you." I was like, "You got me?" And he's like, "Don't cry."
He's like,
"It's just Mills Air service. That's how good we are."
Just real quick. I'm already in your guest bathroom. Pusa.
You need to call Mills Air. If your AC isn't working, guys, you live in Central Florida. This needs to happen. you have to have hair conditioning, because if you don't, you just become a shriveled old prune.
Easy. I thought you just said I have to have hair conditioning or I will.
No,
You said air, right? Not hair.
I said air conditioning.
And then you said prune, so I felt.
What I'm trying to say is that if Mills Air they are the best. That's the phone call I made. Yeah. I cannot come close to regretting it. I got a whole new AC unit. It's a 15-SEER carrier. Mm-hmm. It's amazing, super quiet. I can turn it on and off with my smartphone. Shout out to a smart thermostat. Give them a call, 407-277-1159, or visit them online at millsair.com. Their text can service any brand, so do not worry, but it's time to turn to the experts at Carrier, Mills Air. Those are your Ross thoughts. I'm out. Peace.
Thanks, buddy. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Back with more of the Jim Colbert Show right after this.
For every 10,000 new followers, everyone on Real Radio gets a new puppy. Can we get an assist? Real Radio 1041 on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Still seeing some slow traffic heading south on the turnpike between 417 and US 192. It's also heavy north on 429 from an earlier wreck between Colonial Drive and Plant Street. Westbound I-4 still heavy between Fairbanks Avenue and Ivanhoe Boulevard, and also between Osceola Parkway and 429. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Wawa Sizzlies. Now at Wawa, you can get any 2 sizzly items, from breakfast sandwiches to breakfast burritos to egg bites, for just $5. A delicious way to start your day. Great morning start at Wawa.
You know, inflation is running high, and who knows when it's going to level out, but you can buy your windows and doors at FAS right now and lock in your price. That's right, the largest window and door showroom in all of Central Florida. 38 unique windows on display, ready for you to operate. And these are built with impact-resistant glass. That gives you security, noise reduction, and maximum efficiency. Not to mention they have a full selection of hurricane windows and doors. And as always, estimates at FAS are free, and the estimators always give you tons of options as well. All products have a lifetime warranty, and if you act right now, you can get rebates of $55 per window and $95 per door. No money down, no interest, no payments for 12 months is available, and their showroom is easy to find. Fairbanks and I-4, it's FAS Windows and Doors. Hop online today and book your appointment at FASWD.com.
This hour of Real Radio 104.1 brought to you by FloridaJobsNow.com.
Carl puts it into the back of the net. Goal, Orlando City. Join the party at Exploria Stadium to watch Orlando City take on the best in Major League Soccer all season long. Get your tickets today at OrlandoCitySC.com/tickets. Powered by Ticketmaster.
There are those who feel living with debt is inevitable. But there are those who strive for freedom. These are the ones who are willing to play the long game, who don't cut corners. And those are the ones who know not all financial institutions are the same. Fair wins. Financial freedom happens here. Visit fairwinds.org.
Having trouble with your AC? Call our friends at Mills Air, 407-277-1159. With 30 years of experience, they can certainly help you out. Carrier factory authorized dealers with up to $1,275 in rebates towards that brand new Carrier unit. Family owned and operated, it's millsair.com.
You've got a beautiful life and big goals you still want to achieve. Help protect them with USAA's Level Term Life Insurance. It's coverage designed with big dreams in mind. Did you know life insurance can help your loved ones cover the cost of mortgage or bills, replace income, or even help with college costs if your earnings were no longer in the picture? That means you can all keep dreaming uninterrupted even if the unexpected happens, because USAA's budget-friendly life policy has you covered. USAA will be your partner through the entire process of selecting and setting up your policy. Learn how it works and how to pick the right coverage to protect your loved ones today. Visit USAA.com/keepdreaming to get started. Level Term 5, Form ICC 2099555-01-20. May vary by state. Life insurance provided by USAA Life Insurance Company, San Antonio, Texas. All life insurance products are subject to state availability, issue limitations, and contractual terms and and conditions.
I'm Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt, and we got Jose $210,000.
I had an accident where I was rear-ended. They tried to lowball me, and DeWitt, they stepped up and went after them and won. Injured on the go, just call Mo.
Prospective client may not obtain same or similar results.
Cases of the new COVID BA.5 variant are surging in Central Florida, and seniors remain vulnerable. But you can take steps now to protect yourself. Senior Resource Alliance, a nonprofit in partnership with the Florida Department of Elder Affairs, will help you get fully vaccinated and boosted, which can reduce your risk of hospitalization and severe symptoms. Call Senior Resource Alliance at 407-986-4526 or visit seniorresourcealliance.org today.
Culver's could have only started in Wisconsin.
Hi, welcome to Culver's.
Just ask our team member, Sarah.
When you order a Culver's Butterburger, you're never just a customer. You're a guest in our home. See, where we come from, people do right by each other. It's why we cook each Butterburger to order just for you, right down to getting the perfect sear on the beef. That extra care may be a small town thing, but it's big time important to us.
Come on in and let us serve you with a smile that stretches from our hometown to yours. Welcome to Delicious. Another reason Culver's could have only started in Wisconsin, from our team member Nick.
Oh, yeah, that's an easy one. Wisconsin is the dairy state, so naturally, Culver's was inspired by everyone's favorite rich and creamy tradition, frozen custard. We make our fresh frozen custard in small batches in every Culver's, and the farm fresh dairy is why it's so decadent. It's a match, or batch, made in heaven.
Come have a taste of Wisconsin. Welcome to Delicious.
You need more than fast internet. You need ultra-fast Xfinity internet that checks all the boxes. Ultra-fast internet that's strong enough to power a house full of devices? Check. Ultra-fast internet that's also reliable? Check. Whew. Ultra-fast internet with unlimited data included so you can do more of what you love online? With smarter network security? All starting at way less than you think? Check, check, check. That's internet that checks all the boxes. That's Xfinity. Get an amazing value on Xfinity Internet with unlimited data included. Switch for $55 a month for 12 months. There's no annual contract required, so it's risk-free. And there are no equipment fees. Plus, activate advanced security free with the X5 Gateway. Go online, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. New fast internet customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After 12 months, regular rates apply to all services and devices.
The Stuff They Don't Want You to Know podcast delves into popular culture's most persistent mysteries. Now, there's something else that the guys at Stuff They Don't Want You to Know want you to know. They've got a new book coming out. Packed with illustrations, the Stuff They Don't Want You to Know book is written in the same smart, conversational style you love hearing on the podcast. Available October 11th. Pre-order now at StuffYouShouldReadBooks.com or wherever you buy your books.
Divorce? Call Trinley and Kramer, TK Law, onefirmforlife.com.
This is The Jim Colbert Show. Also available on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Just search The Jim Colbert Show.
Pass out.
Drank.
Wake up.
Drank.
Fade it.
Drank.
407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show here on Real Radio. I'm Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
And Ross is as well.
That's all true.
Jack is off today. He will rejoin us tomorrow. He's going to be at the Chili Pepper Show. He's up there right now, I'm sure. I wish you'd send us a picture or something, or give us a call. Hey, Jack, if you're listening, give us a call from the show. Tell us what's along.
Because there's an early start tonight, right? With
Like 7 o'clock or something? Yeah.
with two opening acts. Oh, he's probably so faded right now.
Oh, no, not Jack.
I know, that's why I said it.
Yeah, he's not going to get faded.
That's the
Well,
joke.
if he Ubers,
he's not going to Uber. He's not going to Uber from Winter Springs to Camping World.
I don't know.
No, that's too expensive. He's not doing that.
Yeah, less expensive than a DUI.
Well, I know that, but I think he's just going to be sensible Jack. He's going to finish the concert and stop at Chili's and then,
All right, 407-916-1041.
I don't know why I said that.
That's a funny chain restaurant.
He should be going to Tijuana Flats for that street corn thing.
You want a real heartwarming story, guys?
Yeah, positive. Let's go.
Yeah, because we just came off your positivity thing, right?
Yeah, you get. positivity thing. I mean, yeah.
Well, I mean, you were trying to find the pleasure and the mundane positives of the day, right?
Yeah,
you named a couple of them.
Yeah, you got
For me,
another
it's
one?
A fresh roll of toilet paper.
Oh,
Like when you go to use the bathroom and there's a brand new roll of toilet paper, that's a good one.
That's a poussin.
Yeah, when you walk in and like my wife will fold my clothes sometimes, so I'll walk in and all my clothes are all folded nice. That's really cool. Yeah. Not too often, but just enough.
I'm always astonished by like the last 20% of a toilet paper roll goes so fast.
I know, always.
When it's fresh, you're like, I'm good for a month.
How about getting in the
No.
getting in the car and thinking you can't, man, I got to stop for gas, and then you turn the engine over and quarter tank.
Oh yeah.
At least 2 more days.
Yeah.
Not till tomorrow.
I have to get gas today. Not too bad though. It's only like $56 as opposed to like $70 that it was like maybe a couple months ago. All right, this story out of Canada. I don't know if you saw it, Deborah. I don't know if maybe Ross saw it too. Family of 6. Family of 6. Make sure I got that right.
Doesn't
6.
sound familiar.
So this family, it's mom and dad. It is, I believe, 3 sons and 2 daughters, I believe. It said their daughter Mia was just 3 years old when a Canadian couple, Edith and Sebastian, first noticed that she was having vision problems. And a few years later, they first took her to see her first specialist. Mia, the eldest of the 4 children, was diagnosed with a disease called retinitis pigmentosa. Retinitis pigmentosa. It's a rare genetic condition that causes a loss of decline or vision over time.
Yeah.
Right? And by this point, they had been married for 12 years. They noticed that 2 of their other sons, now 7 and 5, Colin and Laurent, also were experiencing the same exact symptoms. And their fears were confirmed in 2019 when the boys were diagnosed with the same exact disorder. The other son, Leo, though, didn't have it at all. He was all clear, no problem. And there's nothing you can do. They don't have any way to stop it or slow it down, and you don't know what it's going to come to its final resting place, which is going to be blindness or near that. And they came to terms with it, and they came to terms with their kids with it. And Mia, who is the daughter, or Mia's specialist, suggested, hey, look, she's young, 12 years old. By the time she's 15 or so, it's going to be really difficult for her to figure out what she's seeing, right? It's going to be almost blindness. They suggested to inundate her with images so that she could have as much seen that she could take into that in her youth, because she's going to be young and she's going to be blind, as much as she could experience in one time to have those memories to take with her as she kind of now figures out a world without sight. So what they did is they stopped everything they were doing, and all they did was save money, right? And they saved money. And it turns out that this guy had a few shares of a company that wound up selling, and they got a little pop of money. And here's their plan. They're doing a world tour with their kids because they want to fill their heads up with as many experiences and sights and visions and sounds
and memories
as they possibly can before these children lose their sight, and they have those things to remember, like seeing the Taj Mahal or the Grand Canyon, or
the pyramids,
of Giza.
Right?
Anything like that. Even just some of the great natural wonders we have here in the U.S., where they're national parks.
Oh,
Acadia National Park up in Maine, or
a redwood
Yellowstone,
out in California.
Right, exactly. All of those things. Going to other countries and checking out those things. Going to all those stereotypical tourist sites, Big Ben, and seeing what's the big
Buckingham Palace?
Yeah, Buckingham Palace, right? And Westminster Abbey and things like that, right?
Absolutely.
Going to the Louvre, seeing these art, going to the Modern Museum of Art, going to all these places and just take in as much as you possibly can so that you have that to reference for the rest of your life when you can't see anything. How awesome is that?
That's good parenting.
It is, especially because, think of how many people, or even ourselves, who aren't going to have seen half of what those children will have seen around the world.
My daughter went into the military. I literally looked at her and I said, I wish I had your courage. Back in the day when I was younger and didn't really have a plan in life, I didn't know any of this was going to happen to me. I just knew I knew I could outwork everybody. I knew I was willing to do that. And that was the only thing, right? And my daughter, she sends me pictures from
Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, but what was that place she went over there? It's got the
Japan?
No. I'm having the worst memory issues today. It was in Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's carved in the sandstone. Petra.
Oh.
Yeah, went over to Jordan and saw Petra. Floated in the Dead Sea. Got to do all these things, and her and her now husband go into national parks and hike for days and see all these sights, and they're just natural adventurers. And I didn't have that as a kid.
My sister-in-law is like that.
And I really do envy that. And I hope that my wife and I, and as we get a little bit older now with the empty nest, and now that the show is kind of cruising along, that we can do that here in the near future. Now with COVID kind of in our rear view,
right?
And travel, doesn't have those same boundaries as it did before. And I'm really excited to do that.
I'm so pumped for you to go to Europe.
That's what I think we'll do that first. I can't say anything, but yeah, I'll probably wind up there first, into Europe, and just do the stereotypical Europe tour. I got a guy I went to high school with that just went to Ireland today.
Really?
Yeah, I just saw him, and I haven't spoken to him in years, but on Facebook I said, this dude went to Ireland. That's a real popular trip because I guess it's pretty cheap to get there.
Ireland and Scotland is my next
8-hour flight.
They're so good.
And it's supposed to be awesome there. Russ went to Ireland. Much of my friends have gone to Ireland. They love it. Taylor went to Ireland. My daughter, she went there and loved it.
I know plenty of people who have traveled more than me, but I am very grateful for the amount of traveling that I have done, especially young in my life, because honestly, I was just riding my brother's coattails, and he didn't want to do this entire North America and Scotland tour by himself, so he just let his little brother talk his ear off for 3 months.
But what a gift.
3 years.
Yeah.
3 months out of the year, I was on the road and got to see all the states. And
I'm grateful for it, too. I mean, see the Milky Way in Cornwall.
Oh, yeah.
Stars, so many stars, it was literally scary.
I had that same moment in Texas, the stereotypical,
West Texas out there, no whitewash.
In the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm driving and I'm like dozing off, and then I just look up and I just...
Doesn't it stop you in your tracks?
We pulled over.
That's what New Mexico was.
Yeah, because it's something I would tell people that, like you were saying here in the States, stuff that's worth seeing. Don't ever think seeing video, even if you look on a 70-inch TV of a redwood tree, is ever going to tell you what it is really like to stand in the presence of trees that are the size of buildings.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And it's a forest of them. You got to see that.
They tunnel through them for cars. So.
It's worth seeing, especially as the fires out west get worse and worse and worse. And the other thing is to just find some beautiful big sky country. We did the same thing, my best friend and I, in college, driving back from the Twin Cities back to our school in Menominee, Wisconsin, saw what they call Jacob's Ladder, that line of stars that stretches from horizon to horizon. And like Ross and his brother, it was so beautiful, we just pulled over and got out of the car.
When we went to New Mexico, we had no idea that we were coming in town the time that the mass ascension was happening. And for people who don't know what the mass ascension is, it is the biggest hot air balloon display on planet Earth every year. And I think it happens in October, September in New Mexico there.
Right about this time.
And it's interesting because New Mexico is much like Denver or whatever. It sits in a valley with mountains on either side or just expanse of nothing on one side and mountains on the other. But you can't, and you said it perfectly. You could see 1 billion pictures of the mass ascension. You could see hundreds of hours of video of the mass ascension. But when you drive and you pull up over that hill onto the highway and you look into that valley and it looks like a bunch of house-sized marbles.
Right. Oh, wow.
Just floating in the air. Hundreds of these massive balloons floating right next. It's so surreal. It's hard to explain. I got to tell you, if my kids are in that situation, one of the things I would want them to see is that mass ascension, that balloon thing in New Mexico. It's just that insane.
Cool. What do you think is the coolest thing that you guys have seen? I'm assuming that's
one of them. That's one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
Easy top 3.
Yeah. I would tell you, man, Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls
is another one. I mean, when you see Niagara Falls, again, you can see all the photographs, you can see all the pictures, but when you're standing there, it's just a little more majestic than you can imagine.
When I saw Niagara, I was happy, and I'm like, this is
crazy,
insane. Just the amount of raw power that the Earth has and what it's capable of, right next to a Ripley's. Believe it or not.
It's the American side is you would to look at it from the Canadian side, because then you look back and it's just America with a park there. It's really nice, but when you look from the American side to the Canadian side, it looks like
it's
Gatlinburg.
Yeah,
it's I Drive on the right on the banks.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
See, I like Gatlinburg. I think that's a real pretty city,
Yeah, but
especially around Christmas time.
I don't want it next to one of the eighth wonders.
yeah.
I
From what
hear you on
I
that
think it's
one.
the biggest waterfall.
Well, it's the most.
It's
I think
most
the volume,
powerful.
the
Yeah,
volume
that's
or
what.
something.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, and the other thing with that is, see, I've never seen the Grand Canyon yet. I've been to Vegas 50 times, but
Seen the
I've never
Grand.
But I've never seen the Grand
That's
Canyon.
one of the things I want to see. I
Yeah.
definitely want to see it in person.
I saw the Grand Canyon. God, there's a national park that's known for their crazy stones. How am I forgetting this?
Is it Utah's?
Are you talking about the Badlands?
Yeah, no, Utah sounds familiar.
Is it?
It's
it's
not-
got the pillars, right?
Yes,
Right, yeah.
I've seen that.
I think
And
that's the Badlands, isn't it?
That's up there for me. That's up there.
Yeah.
I got to find this out.
But yeah, and then we went to and then we weren't in Roswell during the day though. We didn't go there at night. I've heard that when you go to Roswell, of course the UFO thing is the thing, but that's kind of campy and lame out there now. It's really it's so cheesy.
It is.
But the thing out there is there is just vast expanses of nothing.
There isn't,
and
but
when it gets dark, it gets different dark.
Which is why it's really fascinating. I learned recently because we have the Spruce Creek fly-in community here, right? So people who are into flying planes. John Travolta at one time had lived there, had his 747 parked outside of his.
That's why I threw him out.
Yeah,
his planes were too big and too noisy.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, it was a really cool picture in Architectural Digest to see the 747 basically in the
pulled up like a car. Into a house
and the carport with the house around it. But so while we have those fly-in communities here out west, what's the big deal is to have like astronomy subdivisions. So everybody would have like a small but
pretty powerful telescope.
I mean, several $1,000s built almost like the kind you would see at a planetarium.
Like in a dome.
And every house would have like its own way
that's cool.
of stargazing because the light out west, I mean, the lack of light makes that stargazing so much easier.
Do you know that there were homes that my wife knew about over in that Osteen area going toward New Smyrna Beach on 419, I think it is? If you look on Google Earth, my wife knew of 3 or 4 people who did that same exact thing because they went off into those woods off of 419 when you say there's nothing, there is nothing, and there's no light wash even from a nearby city. And so they have big telescopes or little domes on the top, like turrets almost.
Exactly.
Up there. Yeah.
Kissimmee was there's a spot in Kissimmee that was recently named, I want to say, by the UN as one of the dark sky areas. So even as close as Kissimmee, there's a spot where there's supposed to be really good stargazing.
407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Load them up. Let's do last call and get out of here on a Thursday.
Just geeked out.
Make us think or make it funny. Just make it good. Get on board now for last call on the Jim Colbert Show. 407-916-1041. From the Driveway.com Weather Center.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. Well, we've got a likely chance for afternoon thunderstorms continuing through the weekend before finally rain chances back off, allowing us to dry out. This evening, we'll see thunderstorms ending before 10 p.m., the low 74. Tomorrow, the high 88. Sun in the morning, a 70% chance for storms during the afternoon. Same story for Saturday. Then by this time next week, storm chances down to just 20%. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by WaltDisneyWorld.jobs/job fair.
You're invited to the Walt Disney World Resort hiring celebration at Disney's Typhoon Lagoon Water Park on September 15th. Explore roles including custodial, food and beverage, lifeguard, and culinary. Applicants who attend the event will receive a free water park ticket while supplies last. Apply today at WaltDisneyWorld.jobs/job fair.
You know, Tijuana Flats bringing back street corn to the masses in a major way with a complete street corn takeover of their restaurants this year. For a limited time only, bigger and better with bold new recipes and flavors starting at only $9.99. That's where Tijuana Flats kills it. Not only is the food great, it is very affordable. Featured in 2 of these entrees, by the way, their brand new chili garlic steak, marinated in bold Mexican flavors, flash seared and then tossed in their beautiful sauces. 5 street corn dishes, including tacos, quesadillas, burritos, bowls, and street corn sides available right now, including the chicken and street corn crunchy tacos. They are freaking delicious. Plus, you get 2 of those and chips and salsa for only $9.99. It's Tijuana Flats, and street corn is back.
Dell Technologies' semi-annual sale has arrived, and it's time to upgrade to the latest business technology. Save big on laptops and desktops with Windows 11 Pro. Plus, get amazing deals on server, storage, and cloud solutions, as well as top work accessories, including docks, monitors, and more. Dell Technologies recommends Windows 11 Pro for business. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL for special business offers during our semi-annual sale.
Hi, I'm Lisa Booth for Bishop Gold Group. Are you worried about your financial future as retirement gets closer? All over the country, soon-to-be retirees are fearing for their financial future as markets remain volatile. Bishop Gold Group helps you invest in gold and gold IRAs to protect your wealth and retirement during times of high inflation and wild swings in the market. Secure your future today. Contact Bishop Gold Group by dialing pound 250 from a mobile phone and say the keyword Bishop Gold, or visit bishopgoldgroup.com.
Men, you take care of all the details in life. Your job, the house, the car, all except for one. Your erectile dysfunction. Why? Don't avoid the issue any longer. Peak Performance for Men is offering our best offer yet. Call today to book your free consultation and free blood flow evaluation. Peak Performance for Men helps over 80% of men who receive the treatment experience long-term improvement that is pain-free, drug-free, and surgery-free. Do the research. It's not dangerous medicine, surgery, or pumps that will help. It is Peak Performance for Men. Schedule today. All it takes is one phone call for a free consultation, free blood flow evaluation. Schedule today. Call 407-464-8181. Call 407-464-8181. That's 407-464-8181, or visit peakperformanceformen.com.
The iHeartRadio Music Festival,
where the biggest stars from all walks of music come together.
September 23rd and 24th, T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Limited seats are still available at AXS.com or stream it live on the CW app and CWTV.com.
iHeart and Capital One created a free iHeartRadio Music Festival NFT dropping September 19th for 72 hours. Capital One cardholders can get a special NFT unlocking a chance for a trip to next year's festival. Visit iHeartRadio.com/Capital One NFT for rules and details.
The IRS has just received $80 billion in funding to hire 86,000 IRS agents. If you owe the IRS, now is the time to take action before the IRS comes after you or your business. There's no time to waste. Call J. David Tax Law for a no-cost consultation at 407-603-3962. That's 407-603-3962. Or visit jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or phone call away.
Great meals start with fresh groceries. From corn on the cob to hot dog buns, Kroger's delivery pros guarantee your order is handled with care, so it arrives at your door just right. For groceries at a great price. Order now at Kroger.com. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
As a Boost member, get free next-day grocery delivery, double fuel points, and more. Sign up at Kroger.com/boost.
Can health insurance be more than health insurance? Can it help create career opportunities for minorities? Can it help fight poverty? Provide access to healthy food? It can. At Florida Blue, we work with organizations across Florida to level the playing field, including a $25 million commitment to make health solutions available to all. What else can health insurance do? Find out at floridablue.com. Florida Blue, your local Blue Cross Blue Shield. Florida Blue is a trade name of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida, Inc.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Tools Ace Hardware.
Real Radio. 104.1.
Real Radio.
104.1.
The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Hey, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks again for tuning in today. Got a big show coming up for you tomorrow. Primetime Kitchen with Amy Drew Thompson, Embers Only, Rich Tips with Candace Rich. Jack will be back with us. Tons of fun stuff coming in tomorrow.
So much stuff going on.
So much free entertainment. I feel like we're bad at this. We should be charging something for it. All right, 407-916-1041. We do have 3 lines open for last call. 3 of those. Grab one of those, man. 407-916-1041. 3 lines open for last call. Grab one of those. We'll get to you guys in about, 4 or 5 minutes or so. Deb, I know that every single year We help promote a giant job fest that comes up, trying to get some people some new jobs, new career focus. It's happening again.
Yeah, it is. And this includes folks that are maybe looking for a new job, but also those who are in a gig that maybe doesn't light your fire, right? You're really thinking about a career change, but you kind of want to just dip your toe in the water before you make any choices. Well, make plans now to join us for the Florida Jobs Now Job Fair on September 22nd. This is going to be going on at the Canvas Event Center from noon to 4 p.m. And for those that are listening that are employers, Walt Disney World's Dolphin Resort, they ended up hiring a bunch of people at our first job fair that are still working for them.
Awesome.
And then SeaWorld hired their newest public relations person.
How about that?
From this job fair, and she is loving it.
That's awesome. I know SeaWorld helps put this on as well, so it's a great time. It's a good opportunity for you to get a new look at life. A lot of people out there are looking for really good qualified employees, and this would be a really wonderful opportunity for you to step up your game and get your career pointed in a new direction.
Like the Amway Center is looking for people.
I remember
SeaWorld
last year,
and Aquatica.
Budweiser was hiring a bunch of people.
Really good companies.
Lots of hotel companies here in town.
Yes.
Really reputable companies in town doing it. So again, that's the Jobs Fair, Florida Jobs Fair.
Yeah, Florida Jobs Now Job Fair. Say that 4 times
Florida
fast.
Jobs Now Jobs Fair.
And September 22nd at the Canvas Event Center from noon to 4 p.m. Bring your A game, dress to impress, because you could be interviewed and offered a job right there on site. You need to be ready for it.
That's the thing is that people come up there and they're like, well, I'll just go. It's just like another interview. It really isn't. I mean, you really need to be prepared to do something that day. I mean, this is a moment of action.
Companies are needing good people,
right.
and if you're looking for a new career, there's no reason not to start there.
100-407-916-1041. We do have 2 lines open for last call. Grab one of those. Remember, you're going to make us laugh this time.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe
We're
a call
tired
back from the show or something, anything like that. We don't care. Again, there's 2 lines open. 407-916-1041. Rauce, stand-up. I know you have it coming up a little bit later.
Yes, it's true. It's next week, 7 days from now. I'll be at the Improv doing about 20 to 30 minutes at the end of a really cool list of other comedians. So go ahead and get your tickets, improvorlando.com, or you can go ahead and get tickets off of the link in my bio. What's up? I'm also coming real close. I'm getting close to making a website.
Oh, really?
I need a website.
Really? Okay.
Absolutely.
Very good. All right.
That is really cool.
Rauce Padgett Comedy on all social media platforms.
Yeah. We got Instagram, dude. The Instagram be popping these days.
It is, but you can also go to JimColbertLive.com where Ross's videos have also been put up there.
Oh, man, that video that's up there right now is, by the way, one line open at last call. That's 407-916-1041. The couple of videos we have out now at JimColbertLive.com are so good. The one is the Chick-fil-A employee fighting off the carjacker.
Yeah, it's even made national news. Saw the video earlier today on CNN.
And then, of course, the video of the stripper at the retirement center in Taiwan is it's as must-see as you can get. You have to watch it like 5 or 6 times because you watch it the first time and you're like, holy F, is that really? And then you watch it like 5 or 6 more times and you look at the background at the faces of the dudes.
Exactly.
Oh, my God. It's so good.
Oh,
again, that's
man.
JimColbertLive.com. All right, looks like we have.
They were enjoying that show, man.
I think last call is all full up. We'll get ready for Rauce to get them all screened up, and we'll get to it in 1 second. Again, coming up tomorrow, Embers Only, to tell you about a wonderful cigar we have.
Well, you're going to be able to talk to Amy Drew Thompson during Primetime Kitchen tomorrow afternoon because you're doing one of the Magical Dining restaurants.
I am doing
tonight.
Magical Dining tonight, yeah. Myself and my beautiful wife is literally on a plane coming in from Detroit as we speak.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she was at the big car show. Saw Biden yesterday walk by. She actually sent me a picture. She goes, hey, check it out. Some of the product I developed with Joe Biden in the background.
Oh, wow, cool.
She goes, hey, check out some of my product with Sleepy Joe in the background.
Hey, come on, man. What are we doing here?
Yeah, it's pretty cool, though.
Is your name Tori?
Yeah. All right, 407-916-1041. Deb, who do we have to thank today?
You got ice cream?
We want to thank the Bungalower himself, Brendan O'Connor, as well as attorney Glenn Klausman from Klausman Law.
Absolutely. Brendan O'Connor's bungalower.com and Glenn Klausman Law. He's going to do, he loves to do this trivia thing.
I don't blame him.
It's so fun. We get the email from Glenn. He's like a child. He's like, hey, going to do the trivia this week? He loves giving stuff away. He loves. I just never met anybody who likes helping people. I mean, really, at the bottom of this guy's heart is just all he wants to do is help.
Listen.
He has true, I mean, He's truly sympathetic for people getting situations they cannot get themselves out of because they're mostly honest people and they've been manipulated by people around them, whether it be their insurance company, another attorney. And to have him do that, it's just, to me, I wouldn't do the show without him. I just think it's so important to provide that segment.
Well, let me tell you.
I do it without
you
him.
couldn't get closer to my neighbors than how our houses are right now. But so you don't want to recommend a bad attorney when someone really needs one during a car accident.
Yeah.
So it's good to have people say, wow, what a great guy.
It is. All right, 407-916-1041. Let's get to last call right now. Party Mom, last call.
Hey, nothing funny tonight, guys. Jim, I just wanted to tell you, I did my family tree. I literally got back 1,000 years.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am 100% serious. I have it printed out in a book.
Where's your family from?
England. We are direct ancestors of John and Priscilla Alden that came over on the Mayflower.
Sorry for your loss.
Yeah, whatever. I'm descendant of Marilyn Monroe, Ernest Hemingway.
Wow.
John Adam President.
Look at all that lineage you have in there, kid.
Wow, Party Mom.
And to think we get to talk to you every day.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you. There you go.
There you go.
I'd be so proud. All those dignitaries that she just listed, and we're like, that's the smoke weed lady. She's part of our family.
We call her Party Mom.
Daddy, last call.
Hey, you called that thing over Kissimmee a dark sky spot, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife's got one of those in her pants. You can look at it, you can't touch a damn thing you can see either.
Oh, God. I'm going to hit him with this home from the...
Thank you. The only thing that can make that better is you coming in with your voice.
Hey, I'm going to call these guys and hit them with this one-liner I've been thinking about. It's about my wife's panties. I think it's going to do great. Uh-oh, it didn't.
Not sure it was his panties.
Mike, last call. Take us home.
Mike Buzzer Larson here. Jim, I just read a very serious report. What is the best time of day to schedule a dental appointment?
I don't know. What time is the best time of day to schedule a dentist appointment, Mike?
Jim, that would be tooth hurdy.
Oh, God almighty.
Keep screaming, Mike.
God almighty.
Keep screaming.
He's gone. The joke killed him.
Maybe it's that sore tooth.
My God. I hate to admit how much I like that.
I really enjoy it.
Tooth hurdy is very good.
That's awesome.
When he called up for last call, I go, Jim Colbert Show, what's your name? He goes, I don't know. Do I suck? Oh, my God.
All right, let's get out of here. On behalf of Deb, Jack, and Ross, I am Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the monsters in the morning. After us, it's Tom and Dan with the corporate time and our friends from Real Laughs. We will see you tomorrow at 3 o'clock for more of the Jim Colbert Show. Until then, have yourself a wonderful Thursday evening.
See you Friday. Bye.